everybody. Well, today is RFK Senate confirmation, and a lot of people are kind of excited about that. I know Stan CT is. However, the reason we can't cover it is the same reason we couldn't cover the inauguration of Donald Trump. YouTube won't let us. Which really kind of sucks because I wanted to have covered it. But, oh well, that's something that we can't cover directly. Just to say is, I wish RFK the best of luck in his confirmation hearings. That's all I can say. Also today, this morning, me and Lumi were talking about something that we all know is like getting older. I have a cataract in my right eye. Eventually, I'm going to get a cataract in my left. We already know that. That's just a fact of life. What happens then? Because I originally said is probably by the age of 91, I'll probably enter a senior citizen home. Because I'm sure by that time I'm 91, I'm probably going to be pretty messed up. Just see that as a thing. But I don't know. Our world is so visual. As YouTube content creators, our world involves getting information on a platform out to you. It's not like radio where it's all spoken text. It's not like the newspaper where it's all printed text. It's a world where it's, my face on your screen, my face being seen by your eyes, telling you information. So, it does make me wonder, what happens next within the next few decades of my life. I don't know, what to say about that. But I am very happy, by the way, that we had a very nice portrait live stream yesterday. I'm very happy that we had a chance to get a good show in and talk to more people. Absolutely. We got a good show. We got people talking to people in the community. And covered a few things. One person asked about a question is, given the federal funding freeze, what happens to Social Security payments? Well, let me answer your question. Donald Trump's own press secretary said, payments to individuals, including Social Security, food stamps, will continue. Medicaid will continue. So you don't have to worry about that. Absolutely. You don't have to worry about that. But it doesn't mean that it couldn't be a concern. It would mean that possibly new applications from people in the States, for example, to get Medicaid may be paused. Okay. Just be aware of that. A lot of programs will be paused, but existing clients, individuals, will continue to receive their individual benefits. Good morning, Dawn. How you doing today? Good morning. What I'd like you guys to do for me today is continue to share me out to your friends. Continue to help me grow my channel, but also keep your eye on the signal quality because I'm testing a hypothesis. I don't always get a chance to flick my eye over to the computer to check the signal, but it looks good now. It's green all the way across the board. But when it starts getting choppy, note the time so that I can see if it's a systemic issue. That's all I'm asking. Good morning, Golden Girl 50. You gonna come up on panel today? HFP. I haven't opened it yet, but I will be. Let's get the panel open, actually. Yeah, I think it's a great question that you asked about your eyesight. We were talking about this morning. What happens when your eyesight finally goes down the crapper? It's a scary prospect, but one I think that you've held up against some pretty bad eyesight issues already. I think that you'll probably be fine. Hi, Moose. How you doing? I don't see him up there. Lori Stream, Golden Girl, Play Moose. There he is. Okay. We need to explore that, because I mean it is a reality. I'm getting older. I'm not going to be in my. That's good. How's your foot feeling? Heel spur, feeling better. Okay. Right. I understood that. I got it. Yeah, I'm going to be placing a grocery order in on Monday when I get paid. But Lumi and I do have a valid question, because I don't have a carer. So a lot of things I have to do is by myself. So at the minute that both the right and the left I go to crap, I have no idea how we're going to get a lot of things done. Right now it's still steady at 12:39, Michelle. It's still green. It did have a spat. Yeah. So, yeah. Somebody's trying to mess it up, but they're chicken bake when I'm there. Chicken bake? What's a chicken bake? Is that a baked chicken? I don't think I really would be good at lumberjack. But tell me about it. You're welcome. See, the heel takes a lot of weight when you are walking. And people don't really think about this. Your heel has to support all of your weight, especially when it's the first part of the foot that strikes the ground. So what happens is, at least half of your body weight, momentarily, more than half, is placed on one heel when you're walking. And as you get older, thank you for the follow again. Thank you very much. It puts a lot of, strain on the foot. So, yeah, podiatrist would be the best solution for long term, because heel spur could actually potentially become something more serious. Not always. I went to a podiatrist for a while. Afterwards, if I got a occurrence of a heel spur, with massaging and special foot care. But it's a reality. Yeah, I would. Yes, but it's just very concerning, because I do think about it, because I still haven't been able to get a hold of the Board of Education Services for the Blind at all. I couldn't get through to them by phone, to adult services. And I really wish I could have reached through to them, but for some reason their phone system is so messed up it doesn't work at all. Okay. Yeah, Medicare will pay for that. I sell it every day. It says, I can't keep my eggs in stock on my egg stand because of the steep price of eggs. Yeah, that's because there's a lot of egg need. There's a lot of egg demand. Because of the bird flu, a lot of chickens were killed. And killing a lot of chickens meant that there's just not enough supply. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're doing good financially, that's what counts. So yeah, well, there is a place in Massachusetts that sells eggs fresh, but it's a bit of a drive. For me. So we uploaded yesterday's live stream with Chris Bliss, and it did absolutely great as a replay with no problem with limited ads. Well, that makes sense. Because you don't want to have too many roosters around. Because they fight. And that can create a real problem for you keeping track of what's going on. So, 12 people watching 6 likes. But what did you guys think of the show yesterday? I know that Micro Dirty Job showed a way that feathers can be removed by using a machine that does the plucking for you. I don't know exactly how it works. Good morning, Chris Bliss. Your show was great yesterday. And we actually uploaded the better quality video from yesterday because of the video quality started to go south yesterday. So we uploaded our local copy, and we did very well with it. Some got upset because they thought when we demodded Noodles that they thought we were being mean to Noodles. But what they didn't realize was that Cassandra has gotten into his account now and is causing problems. For security reasons, he lost his security clearance. He can still be here in the viewers and chat with us, but he's no longer a mod because his security is now questionable. I really have a hard time watching two shows at once. I don't even know how you would be able to do that. Yeah, only the one. Only the one. Like I say, cut the segment out. It was easier just to cut the little piece of footage out. It wasn't on purpose, Chris. I knew it was kind of a mistake. It wasn't really your fault. Because Noodles is being compromised by Cassandra, she can be coming in here and quietly deleting viewers' comments and other things without him even knowing it. That's why we're all concerned, because he left his phone in the car and she used the phone to cause harm. What else is she doing with his phone behind the scenes? That's okay. You're having a good time. There was nothing wrong with that. No damage. No damage. Everything's fine. I want you to have a good time. That's the thing I think is more important. YouTube may have never really batted an eye. YouTube, depending on the censor, could go on a tirade. They got up on a tirade one time because one of my AI artwork showed a lack of clothing unintentionally, and they got mad at me about it. And I had to, this is some time ago, I had to remove the picture because of that reason. So I decided just to be on the side of caution, Lumi's suggestion, Carmen's suggestion, just to remove that teeny bit of segment with the picture, just to be safe. You know, it was a cute picture. I thought it was cute. I liked it. I really did. Hello, Jasmine. How you doing today? Good morning. Good morning to you. Are you sure about that, NASQ? Because I said YouTube is just so weird. One guy actually did get struck for showing a statue. A Greco-Roman neoclassic statue of a naked woman, or actually a man, and they got struck because of that. It was an exhibit. It's just easier to be safe than sorry. Well, wait, see, you're leaving now too? Come on, Tiger Kitty. Or I know Grizz walked away. I don't know about what Moose feels. Thanks, Stats. I appreciate your support in the situation with Yorick. Because of the fact that he did not understand that Noodle's account was compromised by Cassandra. And he didn't like the fact that I just demodded Noodles for security reasons. Cruel to her meaning me, or to Cassandra? Well, let's put it this way. Red and I do have our own issues. Well, Tiger Kitty, why don't we come talk now if you want to? HFP's the panel link. Well, let's get him on the show then. Well, let's keep it polite, okay? HFP is the panel link. And yes, Tiger, we can talk about now, we can talk about after the show, whichever one. Well, we haven't had any last night. Nope, last night was all green. Yeah, last night was all green. I'm trying to. So, yeah, we uploaded yesterday's video, no problem. We uploaded the song video, no problem. We did a live portrait stream, no problem. In fact, I had a lot of viewers on it, actually. So it makes you wonder, though, Yeah, I know Noodles is live at the moment. Carolyn. Unfortunately, Noodles is trying to divide the community right now, which is kind of sad. Well, actually, it's not Noodles. It was Cassandra that's trying to divide the community. It's not Noodles. So, the fact that I know he's probably live. I see that he's live. I got 21 people on right now, which is good. 9 likes, 62 views. Engagement 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Time is 10:25 a.m., which is okay, not bad. Good morning, Carolyn. How you doing today? Yeah, I know he will too. We'll make okay. Katie wants to come on. Let her get her on here. 1 minute, please. Good morning.
Morning.
You sound half asleep.
I'm not. I want to say a few things though. Moose came in and said that Red hates you, and I can't remember what he exactly said, but he's not banned, but Noodles is. Moose, I'd like to inform you that Red has been banned
Noodles is not banned.
many. Michelle, let me finish. Many times. In fact, he's been banned more than probably most people. Probably the bandest one, Michelle. You kicked him, banned him. You have done all that. So that's not a fair statement, Moose. She does kick Red and ban Red. But Michelle, I do believe you've got to sort this out with Noodles. I'm sad about it because it is like we're a big community, and now there's this spanner in the works.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Noodles would have to seriously lock down his account to make sure that Cassandra.
But Michelle, can I point out that every single person in your side chat that has a wrench, you don't know what their partners are like. You don't know what their children are like. You don't know what their family are like. You're going to start vetting people for wrenches now to see what their background's like. You just don't do that, Michelle.
Right. Well,
Noodles has never messed with your account.
Well, which person is this? Which person is this? And let's start with that. What's the name of the person?
You are judging Noodles before he's not done any crime. That thing that happened with Cassandra, I do truly believe she grabbed his phone while he wasn't there. I do believe also, Michelle, that he won't do that again.
Yeah, she did. But the question is, and like Gitchy said, is if he can't trust her to leave his phone alone when he's in the store, what is she doing with his phone when he's asleep? Again, there's the security issue. It's not Noodles I'm worried about. It's her. If she's getting access to his phone when he's not looking, and she's getting out there and she's typing stuff in
Well,
his
I
name.
love Gigi Michelle, and Gigi's entitled to her opinion, but I don't think we should burn him at the stake. He hasn't been tried or anything. You're just accusing him. He hasn't done anything like that.
No one's trying
And I
to
don't
burn
think she
anybody at
meant
the
it the way
stake.
you're
We're
saying
just
it either.
saying is he needs to know and he needs to secure his phone because if she has access to it when he's not looking.
How do you know I don't have a complete crazy boyfriend who's pissing about on my phone? How do you know that? You don't. But you're trusting me because I haven't done anything wrong. And Noodles hasn't done anything wrong, but you're judging him.
I'm judging him?
Yes.
I'm not trying to judge him at all.
Okay, Michelle, let me tell it like this. I think I know him pretty well. I've known him a fucking long time now. He would never do anything to hurt you. Do you believe that statement, Michelle?
Chris is doing okay as far as I know. Stan. She's still struggling with her issues. She's in medical care, under supervision when medication changes, is trying to get her anxiety in check, but it's just not working well for her. She's going to go talk to her OBGYN and see if it may be something.
It seems like David agrees with you. Maybe I'm alone in this thought, but I love our community. I don't want to split it up. Also,
I don't want to split it up either. But that's exactly what Cassandra wants.
This is cut Cassandra out of this, okay? That was a one-time thing that happened. Hopefully it won't happen again.
Well, we can talk. You can talk to Noodles about it.
You're shit with Noodles over what his nutty girlfriend did. I don't get it, Michelle. I don't get it. All those times he took you out, all the fucking shit he's done for you, and I feel like you're shitting on him. I really do. But it's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. It really is up to you, Michelle. I'm just voicing out.
Actually, it was Gitchy's suggestion. Actually, you read the message. I played you the clip from Botch. Did you not listen to it?
When Gigi said that, she was really, really mad. So was I, because we just witnessed what had happened to you. Sometimes, I said I'm going to go up there and kick the face in. I'm not literally going to go up there and kick the face in. It's just, I don't know, Michelle. See what your side chat thinks. But I just think Noodles has been amazing for you. He really has lifted you up.
I know Noodles has been wonderful with me too, but the problem is he has to secure his communications device. He has to secure it so she doesn't get access to it.
But are you going to make Andrew, Red, Stan, Botch secure theirs so they don't so their lovers or whatever don't get access to their phones? You can't do that, Michelle. It's just.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Do you not miss him, Michelle? You were moaning how much you missed him not long ago.
I do miss him, but unfortunately the problem was
Cassandra.
Yes.
I also honestly think you've got a little bit of jealousy towards her, and I think that's coming out as well. What she did to you was awful, Michelle, and it was. Nobody likes it. And we all can't stand Cassandra. I'm with you on that one. She's a vile, nasty people. Oh, sorry, well, she's not nice. We all agree, Michelle. That's fact.
The problem is, Golden Girl, is like Gidgey said, is the fact is that.
Can we stop saying Gidgey said? Because I just explained, and I know
Go
it sounds
back
like
and
I'm sticking
listen
up
to
for
the clip that Botched put up.
She was
Did you listen to the
furious at
clip?
that point.
Did you listen to the clip that Botched put
I
up?
listened to it, Michelle, but I tried to explain to you. I also was saying I'm going to rip her head off. Doesn't mean I was going to literally rip her head off. I think Gidgey was very upset about the way you were treated. And it was I don't know, let Gidgey talk about that, but I'm just saying that's how I took it. I just,
He could have been there.
I just think, all them great times you had, Michelle, the parties, Botched, please make a video, a sad video of all the dancing and the parties that you had with Noodles. I don't want it to come to an end, Michelle. I love your relationship with Noodles.
I like my relationship with Noodles too. I have nothing against that.
Michelle, do you think you're a little bit jealous of Cassandra as well, and that's playing into things?
I just think he could have made a better choice as a girlfriend.
Right, and we all agree with you, Michelle. Absolutely. I mean, but then again, I don't want other people picking my boyfriend, so it's his life. We don't have to speak to her or talk to her, do we? So he's going to get bored of that. There's no way he's going to stay with her.
I don't know, Michelle. There could be. That's an interesting suggestion Michelle said. I bet he's telling her to do it. Still doesn't make it okay, but I see it going down just like that. Yeah. How you doing, E?
Do you want me to try and get Noodles in it?
Yeah, we can talk to Noodles about it.
Have to be tonight. What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight, Michelle?
Well, tonight we're going to drive the truck and try to finish the delivery, or pick up the order and then deliver it to the customer. And
would you wrestle Cassandra and Michelle for the love of Noodles?
No, probably not. Because all I have to do is just all I have to do is get off the rope turnbuckle and flatten around like a tube of toothpaste. That would be easy to do. Just like Comedy Flu could flatten me out like a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah, you'd squash her, Michelle.
Yeah.
But this is how I've started looking at it, Michelle, is that I think the girl has something mentally wrong with her. I think it's more of a mental problem. So you gotta kind of feel a bit sorry for her in a way.
It could be.
Yeah, she's mental.
But still, she. If that's the case, then she needs some assistance. She needs some help.
Absolutely, she does. You're right. I've never heard anyone who's never met you before just spurt out the shit she does, and it's just not normal. So we've got to feel sorry for her, Charlotte. And you're a lady
I
of
can
God.
show my stuffed animal collections when I do my portrait stream, because it's a pretty large collection of stuffed animals.
It is.
And
Love Bear. is
Yeah,
Michelle's.
I love you, Bear. Yeah, that's the original.
I love you, Bear. Actually, she found it in a garbage truck or somebody's trash thrown out.
I don't know.
And
Overweight, yeah. Obese technically is still overweight, but morbidly obese really has a higher BMI. I don't think she's morbidly obese. Well, then I'm overweight too.
she's
Actually, I found it
very young.
in a garbage can. Actually, it was in a box of other stuffed animals. I did rescue the rest of them, by the way. So it wasn't the only thing I got. That was
But
one of
Michelle,
the.
many times when you tell the "I love you, Bear" story, it makes you cry.
I know. It's really is touching to me too. The fact is that bear has been on my couch after all these years.
Yeah. Rescued from the trash.
Good morning, David S. How you doing?
Good morning, everyone. I don't know, Michelle.
What's that? Oh yeah,
I don't know. Isn't it better when we're all having fun and Noodles is joining in? No,
Well, this noodle's here yet? No.
he's going live over you.
I know he did.
Probably on purpose, Michelle.
More than likely. But we're still holding our own at 21, so the thing is that he needs to reach out to us. I mean, I'm not mad at Noodles. I'm not mad at him. I'm concerned for security reasons. What else is she doing with his phone when he's not looking?
I don't think that girl
How do you
wants
know
to
she's
come.
not accessing his bank account information? How
Well,
do
that's
you...
his lookout. Why are you worried about it? That's his lookout. She probably does. I wouldn't be surprised if girl, but that's up to him, isn't it? We
I don't
don't
think
have
she
any sympathy
cares
if
if
she
it's
does,
crime or not.
because
I don't think she cares if she's committing a crime or not. If she starts accessing his bank account information or accessing his contact list and taking copies of names and phone numbers, or she goes out there and says horrible things in his name on other channels.
yeah.
I don't think she
Why
cares.
is that your concern?
Well, it's my concern because if he can't secure his phone against her, that means how can we know that anything that he's doing here is really his doing? Except when he's on panel, that's the only way we would know if he was talking to us.
Michelle, come on. She's not going to sit there on his phone talking to you, pretending to be him.
Yeah.
I just don't think he should mix you and her together. And that's every time he's tried to do that, it's ended up bad because she can't keep her nasty mouth closed. I said that without swearing. So that's all he's got to do is just keep her and you separate. She's jealous of you, Michelle. She thinks you have been having
Why would
sex
she
with
be
Noodles.
jealous of me?
Because, well, think about it. What guy drives to see a woman, takes her out for dinner, stays at her house, spends
That's true, yeah.
on paper, Michelle.
But then he also is trying to give her the same thing.
Yeah. You're the other woman, Michelle. In Cassandra's eyes, you are the other woman.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think he has to kind of come to his own realization. I don't know if we can really force the issue with him. He has to come around. Like Botch said, there's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, you are much more classy than her.
Did Noodle say
Michelle.
he's sorry? Well, no, he didn't. But then
No, he
again, he's
hasn't. And
not
I
he's not really to blame here.
well, he should really have. Look, if I was doing a show and his girlfriend got hold of it and that happened, I would expect him to apologise to me and say, "Hey, I'm sorry what she said." You know, he should have apologised to you. It wasn't, even though he didn't do it, he should apologise on her behalf.
I am
It's his
looking what
girlfriend.
Boss is saying.
Yeah, Michelle was there first.
MMD is a real classy woman compared to that trash.
That's true.
Well, it's true, yeah.
So I think what's missing is an apology from Noodles and you explaining to him why you did what you did. That you were concerned about her grabbing the phone and messing your channel.
That's exactly what I'm worried about, Anne. Just what you just said, perfectly stated. She said, Cass might do something malicious using his phone. It's more so to keep her out of than him. When someone is known to take someone else's phone to start garbage, they can't be trusted. Good morning, Courtney. How are you doing today?
Men do dumb things because of women, but I really don't think it was his fault. She grabbed the phone. He can't leave his phone alone with her. I hope that was a good lesson for him. Now he realises, shit, she's more nuts than I thought she was.
Yeah.
The best thing would be if they split up.
Well, that's up to them if that's going to happen. I can't force that.
He likes his nookie too much, Michelle. Typical man. He's thinking down there and not upstairs, Michelle. He's thinking with his...
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yes. I think so. But says, young lady, you're about to get me in trouble. This is what he's quoting here. With my boss, smile, and wise up. MMD, nothing gained from being worried about nothing you cannot control. David, it's down, meow, meow. Nancy, I missed a few days. Why do people now think that she just took his phone? She did.
Because we listened to the
Botched
again.
Broadcast.
And on the first time when she's yelling, Noodles is there. The last time,
I don't really. I would play it, but
yelling.
It's in the Discord now. It's in the general chat. You can find it there. The clip.
See, he's mad. Here's the thing. Michelle was in the right in the beginning, I believe. This is just my opinion. But then she goes and takes his wrench. She blocks him from Discord. She demods him in Discord. She takes everything away.
I blocked him in the Discord chat. He still can text us.
But let's think if okay, scenario. He just got up, went into the store. She did that, and he come back and found out that had all happened. Did he deserve that punishment? Because she took his phone? I mean, I don't think you would have done that if it was me. I don't think you would have done that. I don't know.
If she had not done that, no, he would not have had to suffer that. Yeah.
People have said worse things to you, Michelle. You do know that as well. And done worse things to you. That is a fact.
Yeah, people have done a lot
That's why
worse.
I'm thinking that a little bit of jealousy is maybe getting in here as well, Michelle, with Cassandra.
That's kind of grasping at Shaw's IMO. He always has that phone. Boss said, why didn't he come back to apologize for her behavior, for calling MMD those names he knew?
I agree with that. I do believe he should have apologized. It would have been
You know, I was
the right thing.
told by a therapist one time is when somebody does something bad to you, it is not necessarily important that the person that did not do it apologize for the person that did do it. It is more important for the person that did do it to apologize to you.
Right, well that lady, oh, she's not going to do it, is she? I'm trying so hard not to swear today, Michelle.
Yeah.
She didn't do it. That skank is skank swearing. She didn't do it. She's not going to apologize ever.
I know that. But what I'm saying is that Noodles, we should reinstate him. But the problem is that he's going to have to find a way to secure his phone more for his own safety and security.
Well, here's what happened, guys. She didn't tell him any of this. She didn't tell him she deranged him or anything. And he came into the chat. Was it yesterday or the day before? He came in. He's got no wrench, and he was blocked immediately or timed out.
Right.
He cannot be here without a wrench because.
Okay, I got Comedy Food wants to come up on panel now. Okay.
Oh, good. Let's hear what he has to say.
Go ahead, Comedy Flu.
This is only my opinion, and I like Noodles, so maybe I am projecting.
Yeah,
What do you think, Comedy?
I like Noodles too. Hey, so Tiger, you could always say mother of a Triscuit or son of a biscuit or what the fudge is going on here. You know, there's all kinds of ways to turn it into food, and you still get your point across. You know, everything can be turned into food. Come on, Tiger. Even sex can be turned into food. I've done it.
Especially with Sandra.
Me and DG used to make a meatloaf in chat, and everybody thought it was sexual, but they were wrong. It was never sexual between me and D.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just clearing the air.
But what does that got to do with the issue that Tiger Katie's talking about, though?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm being narcissistic, I guess. Anyways,
I just think that your best times have been with Noodles. Your best shows have been, in my opinion, have been with Noodles.
Yes, they have been.
Your most successful shows have been with Noodles. You guys haven't just met in real life. You guys have a real friendship, I thought. Like a big...
We do have a real friendship.
Yeah.
Well, why would you throw it away over that old...
Exactly. He's not gonna be with her forever. That's all you gotta remember.
Exactly, Michelle. I'll tell you what, she's not a laster. She's not a laster. She's a user. And she's just gonna use him until something better comes along or until he gets fed up with her.
Look, Tiger, there's no way he's gonna lifer, okay? He's not gonna be a lifer, not with the prison. That's no prison a man wants to come to home to every day, okay? I would not want to be in that prison. It's funny. I put myself in many prisons, but the one I always come home to is the one I'm happy to be at.
I don't know. I don't want her to throw away
Oh, Michelle
over
don't need to throw
over
nothing away.
Cassandra. You know, Michelle gets out more. All the positive things for Michelle are mostly due to Noodles.
Yeah,
Eating
he
at
helps her make
restaurants,
content.
spending
He helps
hundreds
her.
of some dollars on a dinner for you.
Yeah,
Jesus, well, you gotta add up all the good things. You know, don't throw this away over that.
exactly. The good outweighs the bad, Michelle. The good outweighs the bad.
Yeah. So,
Which
In the summertime, when the women is hot. When the women are hot in the summertime, guys.
well, anyway, the thing is that all those people that are actually on both channels, please let Noodles know that he has to tighten up his security and make sure that she doesn't get access to his phone. It's not just because
I'm
of
not
this.
doing this for you. I'm not gonna go talk to Noodles.
You gotta make your own bridges,
I didn't
woman.
say it, Tyke. I said there are people that are watching both channels simultaneously. I'm just
Michelle, you gotta mend your own bridges, though. You know, if you don't tend to the bridge, you don't mend the bridge.
No, I didn't put mines on the bridge. But I'm saying is that, you know,
your mind should be on the bridge.
Thing is, Anne, there's certain people that must have a safety wrench.
Safety
He's
wrench.
just gonna get banned, timed out.
T.
And how much fun is that comedy? Because that used to happen to you. It's not fun when you're getting timed out constantly, banned, and people think it's funny. It's not.
Yeah, when all I'm trying to do is help be a productive part of the content. Yeah, it sucks so much. It's like getting your teeth kicked down your throat. It's like, shut the fuck up, you redheaded stepchild. Thank you a lot.
Yes, Chris, that's exactly right.
Look, read Buff Carrot. Hi, Buff. Read Buff Carrot.
Hi, Buff. How you doing, brother?
Anyone who's not subbed to Buff should sub. He does great.
Buff is going to be pumping out tons of funny comedy coming up soon.
He has a very
It's going to be hilarious. The man's a genius.
Okay.
Up and away. There I go, Buff. Up and away.
Back. I'm not saying that. I believe the solution here is that Noodles apologizes and Michelle explains what was behind her thought process
and the reason she got hurt.
And the reason she's hurt. Yeah, right. I think that's what should happen.
Yeah, then there's clarity.
Yeah. Can't believe this is happening over that girl.
Oy vey. Yeah, I know. Tearing a whole fucking community apart just because of one fucking woman. Go away, oh no! Go away, oh no! I don't think people got that on levels.
I didn't get it. I don't know what you took.
I love the song Levels. Hey guys, the song Levels was great. Great. Yes, what up, Tiger?
You've been up all night.
I'm trying to fly low kites, but you're not picking them up. So I don't know. Maybe pick a line up.
Comedy. I get up in the morning, make my tea, scratch my head, load my
Tiger. If you're ever lost, Tiger. If you're ever lost, Tiger. If you're ever lost, you know how to call me. Tiger. If you're ever lost, you know how to call me.
Lost.
Well,
I'm not lost.
Just look over your shoulder and I'll be there. I'll be there. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there.
I thought I have a tolerance break.
Just look over your shoulders. I'll be there.
Oh, that's very sweet, Colin. So, Michelle, I put this to you, and then we'll leave it there. If I get hold of Noodles, I'll get hold of Noodles. I have an appointment to do today.
Placeholder.
I'm going to be gone. Probably won't be back till about 7 tonight. And I'll contact you and see when you're both free and arrange a voice for both of you.
Well, I had no problem with that, but tonight we're driving the truck, so 7 o'clock.
Oh no! Oh no! Damn you! Oh no!
I might be back before. I can try and get back before then. I'll try. If I get back before.
I always try to tell Oh no to shut up. She wouldn't listen. Shut up, Oh no!
Fine. I might be able to get back before. If not, tomorrow, Michelle.
You're going to go back to
tomorrow
England to get some spotted dick?
Tomorrow will be good because I'm not driving the truck tomorrow night, but we are... I don't know what we're doing tomorrow night. One day at a time, I guess.
Turn up
the Friday we're playing, me and Gaming Fury are supposed to be playing Ascension.
I don't want to be in the call either because I'm kind of Noodles.
I love Noodles.
Someone more neutral than me.
Yum, 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 yum. Noodles.
I like Noodles too, but like I said...
Get like Nabs or somebody to join the call.
She's also causing him harm too. You think about this, Tiger Kitty. Are you an angel? Are you an angel?
Yeah, priorities, Chris.
Priorities.
Oh, I
got too many. I got too many priorities.
Yeah.
Why the load's always going to be late? Everybody knows it's either a day or 5 hours late. It'll never be on time. The women don't know the gas pedal. Hit the fucking gas, woman. Not the brake, the gas, not reverse.
All right, Stan CT wants to come on now. 1 minute. Go ahead, Stan.
Morning, Stan.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, Stan. Stan is my father,
guys.
everybody. Stan, I stand with my father.
He's not your father.
Yes.
He's going to be your father.
Yes, Stan is the father. We stand with our father.
Comedy flu. I knew some women out in the Niagara Falls area about 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
My mom took a class trip there. It'd be funny if you met up with her.
Yeah. Those were good times. I was single and no kids, no responsibilities.
My mom was a whore, just like me.
E would like some advice, guys. What's the question, E?
My mom was a whore, just like me, Stan.
Well, you can get the advice from Stan, Comedy, Michelle, or me.
Yes, we all have advice. You could always be learning. Advice. Stan, they could always be learning. All they got to do is listen. They just got to listen, Stan.
This is true. People need to shut up more and listen.
Yeah.
Especially Michelle, who talks over everybody.
I do that too.
Just needs to shut the fuck up sometimes. I wish Tiger Kitty could mute Michelle sometimes if she had a guest on, and so she wouldn't interrupt her.
Michelle, there you go. Tiger, you should have the mute button. You should have the Michelle mute button.
There needs to be a Michelle mute button for the administrative mod to run things more smoothly, so she can ramble on about her fucking yellow flags, and meanwhile, the Tiger Kitty or whoever else is hosting or co-hosting can interview the guest. I mean, you'd have a much smoother show that way, I think. So I'm off to New Milford.
Question, guys. I don't know how. Can I
Andrew, if she wants to smell this rag, she can any day she's ready.
She feels very unlovable person. Everyone treats me like shit. Oh, she don't know how.
Who's saying this?
Look at wild, running pretty.
She wants advice. My advice is F people who are not nice to you. They're not your friends. Don't worry about it.
I was the hot child in the city.
People you don't like. I find a new bunch of mates.
Hey, Stan, I was the hot child in the city.
Okay.
What's your advice, Comedy?
A lot of girls loved me when I was 11 and 13.
That's your advice for her. That's not good advice.
I would say, disengage from toxic people in your life as much as you can.
Oh.
And surround
But Noodles
yourself
will
with
never.
real
Noodles
friends.
will never listen to that. He likes toxic.
This is
Well,
E.
maybe he is toxic himself. I mean, that is a possibility. But as far as him and his girlfriend, that's whatever happens there is between him and his girlfriend. I think Michelle's getting too much involved there. Michelle, you're married to Lumi. You've said thousands of times. So what's the problem here?
Well, I didn't say anything to her. She comes up using his phone, going to our Saturday night show instead of saying these horrible things. I didn't say anything to her. I left her alone. I never said anything to her prior to that. I didn't say anything to her after
came
that.
up on panel and then started saying,
So your ego,
you're a tranny, and then all these vials.
Yeah. So Michelle's ego was hurt. Michelle,
No,
your ego was
actually,
hurt.
I didn't even say anything.
No, your ego was hurt because, days later now you're still talking about it instead of just ignoring it. An insulting comment from somebody.
Well, me and Tiger Kitty
really
talked
means
about
nothing
it
to you.
off
Who
the
cares?
stream first. And then Tiger
I
said she wanted
understand
to
you're a
talk to me
woman
about
and
it on the
women are
stream.
emotional. Us logical
I had
men
no
would just dismiss
intention.
that and forget about it.
I had no intention originally of bringing it up on the show at all.
Well,
Who doesn't
Michelle,
like E?
because of what you did, it's being brought up. I had no idea you were demodding Noodles over it and taking away everything in Discord from him, unverifying him, everything.
Werewolf in Paris.
Michelle, what's the problem really? Has Noodles stopped donating to you since he became
seen a
involved
werewolf
with
with a
Banner? Is that the problem?
Noodles
Is it a money thing?
Noodles never donated money to me at all. Although when we were
What?
going out, he did often pay for food and meals and things like that.
No, it's all right. She's not saying that in the. She was asked a question. She's not being ungrateful. Don't twist that. She's just saying.
I heard words that sounded like she said something she should have never said.
I don't know what goes on, between other people. I know what I've done, but Michelle does get some money under the table here, guys. We all know that.
I guess Noodles' time is discounted, Stan. That's what I just heard. Noodles' time is discounted.
It's discounted? Yeah. Well, look, let him have some fun. The man needs to get laid.
Yeah. Get it out of his system.
Let him get it out of his system. Get his yayas out, as they say. And,
well,
either they'll stay together or they'll go their own ways. Who cares,
Do you think we need to, just so we all are on the same page, do you think we should play Botch's outtake of the whole conversation from her so that we all hear how it transpired?
I would rather listen to Shock, I'd rather listen to, fingernails on a chalkboard than listen to any kind of thing like that, Michelle.
Chalkboards on a screen.
Yeah. Come on now. I mean, I'd rather listen to the Rusty song 17 times over than listen to that.
The Rusty song?
Yeah, old Tomcat Rusty.
Yeah.
Or Tomboy Rusty, whatever that is. Michelle,
well, I know what the old Tomcat would probably be saying to John if Chloe was doing that to him. He'd probably say, son, go elsewhere. She ain't worth it.
Michelle, can I speak with Carmen, please?
Oh, God.
I need to ask her a question.
Exit stage left even?
Let's see, she's free. Yes, I'm free. What?
So Carmen, if you enter somebody's dream and do they become sexual with you? Like somebody having a lucid dream and you appear and you give them fellatio and a rim job and oh my goodness, what's going on here? Traffic. Oh fuck.
I don't understand exactly what you're asking me. You're asking me if someone if
I'm
I
saying you're interdimensional now, correct?
yes,
Carmen.
yes.
Okay, so let's say Comedy Flu, for example, is sleeping, and he
You
he
son of a bitch.
he gets a boner as he's sleeping, and he
You
starts
son
dreaming
of a bitch.
about you and making love to you.
You son of a
Do
bitch.
do you engage him in that, or do you step away from that?
I think that depends on the situation at hand, but usually I don't get involved with other people's lives.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm a spiritual
Comedy Flu
advocate.
needs to ejaculate too. I'm sure every man needs to have a release.
I don't even think he's actually interested in me anyway. For example, your example, I don't think
Comedy
Comedy Flu is
Flu.
interested in me.
Shut up, Stan. Shut up, Stan. Shut up, Stan.
Comedy Flu.
There was a time. There was a time. Yes, Bugs Bunny.
If
All
you
right. There was a time,
if
Bugs Bunny. There was a
if you
time.
had a dream and you woke up with morning wood, Comedy Flu,
Dun, 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 dun,
you
dun,
know
dun,
that Carmen appeared to you.
Soft in the middle now. Soft in the middle now.
So Comedy Flu, what happened in Buffalo Bills Nation there? Did any riots or anything happen
Fuck
after
the
they
Bills.
lost the game?
Fuck the Bills. Just
Fuck
like
the Bills?
fuck the Lions. Fuck the Lions. I told my dad they weren't going to win.
What
I only told my father they weren't
goodness.
going to win. I lied to everybody else because I had to tell my father they were going to win.
So what are you, a Steelers fan or something? Comedy Flu, are you a Steelers fan, Comedy Flu? Yeah.
No, I used to be a Green Bay Packers fan, but then Brett Favre left the team. So then I became a reborn Lions fan. But of course, they were going to fuck it up and lose it anyways. So then I started supporting the Chiefs because I told my grandmother I would take over the tribe. All she had to do is tell everybody I would take over the tribe. And she said, I can't give you the power because I can't prove
Let me just
my
say something real
pedigree.
quick, Debauch. I'd love
My
to see the
grandmother
next
said
clip
she
about
can't
the
prove her
issue about what
pedigree,
you
so she can never
have been
hand power over
hearing
to me.
about the fact is that she's been calling up Burks now.
I'll call you Betty, and you can call me pal.
Michelle, could you put up a question for your audience? Yes or no question. Should there be a Michelle mute button for the administrator?
Go Piccolo.
I don't think there has to be a question.
Can you put that up? Can you engage your audience, Michelle? Can you do this?
I just answered the question the bots just asked.
Okay. So I asked you if you could put up a poll question, yes or no. Should the administrative co-host have a Michelle mute button?
They don't have a button like that. They don't. The system doesn't have that feature. Do I think we should be doing hand raising? Yeah, I think we need to, especially with larger panels. I agree with that.
Michelle, what's the topic on today's show? I'm sorry if I interrupted a
There is no
legit
topic. It's
discussion.
always
We were
music,
talking
sports, and
about.
weather.
We were starting to talk about some of the things that Trump is working on right now with legislation and executive orders, and that was going to be the topic of the show. And there's a couple of concerns that one person thought that their people were in Social Security and Medicaid were going to get the benefits cut during this freeze. And his press secretary explained that, no, your benefits will continue. It's more for the different agencies that are under the scrutiny of the freeze, including the state of California. The money going to California and other states.
Michelle, do you know that FICA taxes are not withheld on earnings over $174,000?
Yes, I know.
Do you think that it should be increased, the limit? Maybe
I don't think there should be a limit.
500,000 or
I don't
million,
think there should be a limit on the taxes for FICA, because which is
so you
the
want to
social.
tax the rich, then? Yes.
I believe that they
Right.
should be paying in the system just like everybody else does. But I also think that they should also, when they retire, should be allowed to receive, the maximum $3,000 cap because they did pay into the system.
Do you think the cap should be higher than that?
What's that?
Do you think the cap should be higher than 3,000 at this point due to inflation?
Well, yeah, just like Bernie Sanders said, 1971 was the last time that Richard Nixon actually even dealt with the actual Social Security program in a very coherent way. So the system is still kind of stuck in 1971 rules. It needs to be adjusted. But we got to deal with the insolvency first, which is a real serious concern.
Yeah.
After all,
I think increasing the FICA would eliminate about 70%
Red's coming up
of
now. Go ahead.
The projected deficit.
Go ahead, Red.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I didn't know if this was the right panel or not.
Good morning, Kyle.
Oh, good morning, Stan, or Lupo.
Yeah, so I was asking for Michelle to put up a poll. Should the administrative
poll prove that they dictated? I'm saying yes.
Obviously the answer is yes, but she won't even do that because she knows the answer will be yes.
Yeah.
We already have a tool for this, but no one uses the hand raising.
Yeah, you got her pretty pinned.
The tool, which Michelle just put up, is already here.
Okay.
Oh, did you put up
what
a
is
poll?
the...
Wait, hold on.
This is called the hand raising.
Do you think...
I don't see no poll.
What is it? Does it say that Michelle should have a mute button or no?
There's no poll at all. She's lying to you. She's lying to you.
Okay. Typical Michelle.
So as you were saying about the 174,000 FICA stand before Red came up.
Well, that's the cutoff. After $174,000, somebody could be making $174 million, and they're only paying FICA up to $174,000.
Right.
So there's a large gap there that if it was expanded, it would suffice to get at least 70% of the projected shortfall taken care of. I think the other thing they're trying to do is kill people off. They want to keep them once they retire. They want them to die quickly. Get them in the pharma system. Put the poisons in them and then have them die off quickly.
Yep. And when they go to the hospital too, when they are actually dying, what they'll do, the most common thing you'll see, right, is they will overdose their patient on something.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily to a lethal limit, but it's to a limit to where they get woozy enough and have an accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they almost did that to my mom last year when she was in the hospital in the ICU. I had to be there and actually call, a nurse, hey, what's going on here? Why is she still getting this drip? When she was only supposed to get so many cc's in 24 hours, and they're tripling shit up on her. You're trying to kill her.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
But she pulled through, and she's okay now.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to watch your loved ones because they'll try to kill them, especially if they're old. After age 75, you're just expendable. You're a useless eater to them. Comedy to flu. Have you ever been to Weight Watchers, buddy?
Nope.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
No, Mr. Fat. He said no.
Oh, I thought maybe he had a mouthful of food or something. I don't know.
I got a cigarette.
Or maybe he's yelling at D.
Oh, you got a cigarette going on. Okay, good. Cigarette is 17 minutes of your life, comedy blue.
Yeah.
Latest estimates.
Yeah.
So keep smoking,
Yeah.
bro. Take yourself out of the gene
That's what I'm
pool there,
doing.
bro.
I got too much time. I got to shave it down.
Red, you smoke? I didn't realize you smoke.
Yeah.
Cigarettes. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoked a little bit, like maybe 20 years ago. I was dating a girl who was a smoker.
Too.
I was dating a woman who was a smoker, and I picked up her Marlboros to start smoking. But I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You'd be kissing the woman's neck. I'd be kissing the back of her neck, and I'd smell the cigarette smoke in her hair. It just turned me completely off.
Yeah, but I'd rather smell that than alcoholic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, for sure. And she was an alcoholic.
That's one thing I didn't get into. That's kind of thankful for that, because like I was drinking in my drinking years, in early 20s, but that's when like weird sickness kicked in with this alcohol. So I think all the alcohol here is just garbage shit, unless you're getting actual hard alcohol. But all the beers, they would just make me sick, no matter what I had. Didn't fucking matter. But that's when I stopped drinking. So now I only like
drinks and shit in the beers.
Yeah,
maybe I'll have like a shot or two, maybe like once a month. Maybe that's about it.
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink in over 6 years now, and I'm feeling better. Just I don't need it. I just drink water, and I'm cutting out all sodas because I kind of plateaued on my weight loss. I'm still about 30 pounds overweight, and just kind of been stuck at this weight I'm at now. And so
soda's a big
I was
one
drinking
for older
soda.
people.
I was drinking soda, maybe like a can of Coke or something every other day.
Oh no, no Coke. No, seriously. There's one thing I will tell you, actually everybody, because I know a person who died drinking nothing but Coca-Cola at the age of 30. So it destroyed his arteries, literally destroyed his fucking arteries, and he was a hard-working man.
Yeah, well,
worked on trucks. It doesn't matter if you're moving or not. That shit really destroys your arteries. Like name brand Coca-Cola. Stay away from that at your age, man. That's gonna fuck you up big time.
Yeah, no, I got a bottle of water here next to me, so I stopped that, and I'm glad I did. That's a lot of sugar and shit in there.
It's not necessarily the sugar; it's the other shit in it.
I'm not burning enough calories, though. Even when I go to the gym, I'm not burning enough. So I got to start walking more, I think.
Yeah, my mind's.
Were you eating lots of bread?
I was eating white bread, yeah.
You stay away from bread. That's going to be the biggest thing right there for weight.
Yeah.
Don't eat as much. Calories. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I popped in. I've been away for a while. Just been busy, man. And just chilling, doing my own thing,
it's Mr. Nobody. Holy shit. I haven't seen him in a long time.
He's back, everybody. He's back from outer space.
Mr. Nobody. Yeah.
He's got that sad look upon his face.
You were in jail? What?
I'm not Mr. Nobody.
He was in jail.
What happened, Mr. Nobody? What happened, bro?
He's back from outer space.
Well, I mean, shit happens. People, get into bad situations, and you gotta
sometimes
do the time.
Bad situation follows you.
Yeah, sometimes, but hopefully he's out on the better end now.
How you doing, Parasolo?
Speaking of Krista, here's Krista. Speaking of jail, where the fuck is Krista? Krista, if you want to go to jail, you better stop fucking bothering Ray. I'm serious, Krista. I will send that video to the courts of what you recently did to Ray to make them rethink things next time you go to court. So I would keep your fucking goddamn, P's and Q's in order, Krista, and treat Ray with more respect, or else I will get involved.
Hey, Red, you're forgetting one thing. When they put you on probation, right? You're not supposed to hang around with the people who made you act out before.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ray was the only one that made her act out.
Yeah, other
But there's no
criminals. You're not
probation
supposed to.
involved here. Yeah, but she's not on probation though.
Maybe she needs a
the charges-
probational period.
The
I
charges
think it's
were
a
taken
therapy
off the
order.
dockets completely, which means they were dismissed altogether. So no
So she didn't even get a therapy order. Okay.
No. I mean, she probably had to do some anger therapy or some anger management classes and this sort of shit.
I did all that in jail. Didn't even need to be there.
When she brought her certificate to the judge, he dismissed everything. But there is a record, though, of that happening there in the court. So if she gets arrested again, they're going to be much more harder on her, the second time. Even though the first charges were dismissed and now, the general public can't see them, the courts have that record that she was arrested and charges were dismissed. So Krista needs to walk.
Krista, if an anonymous video shows up at the courts of you putting hands on Ray at the door during Thanksgiving, I don't think the courts are going to bat an eye.
Yeah. Don't repeat offend.
I wonder when this happened, if she didn't fucking stop, if she didn't leave Ray alone and treat him with more respect, I would start getting involved.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not up there at all. And the only time
it's a marriage. You have fucking
Krista,
children. Think of your fucking children.
I saw Krista in person once, I think, when she was up at Michelle's. And I see Ray more often than I see Krista, because Ray's always outside in the back helping Jimmy out.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think Ray likes being inside, to be honest with you.
No, she's not under house arrest.
Probably not.
Right now, she's having problems with her anxiety issues. That's putting her under house arrest. That's why she hasn't really been outside, because of her anxiety. She's in therapy for it, but she's...
Well, Michelle, why don't you be a good friend and maybe take Krista out and sit down somewhere and then chit-chat with her?
Well, used to, but then lately she's been staying home more often than not. I asked her to come on up, let's go out, and she's like, nah, I don't want to. I'm still struggling. I'm like, I understand that.
Okay. God, man, it is so fucking foggy out here. If the military wanted to move shit, they can do it right now. I've never seen fog like this. 32 degrees and super thick, like the mist.
I saw a video of an F-32 fall out of the sky somewhere in Alaska yesterday.
Another one?
I think it happened yesterday. I might be wrong, though. It fell out of the sky, and it felt like somebody on the ground filmed it, and there were two parachutes that came out, so they ejected safely, but the plane just dropped to the ground.
Sounds like they went over a geomagnetic anomaly.
Yeah, something. A complete engine failure, and it just dropped.
EMP. Hey, Red.
It looked like there was a long-range bomber.
No, there actually is known geomagnetic anomaly spikes over in Alaska. I don't know. They don't even know why that is. I mean, there's a lot of theories to it, but they don't have the real cause.
Hey, Red, what if that was where the Bermuda Triangle was originally located?
Well, no, apparently there is already one there. There's actually multiple triangle areas, but Alaska is one of them.
What I'm saying, though, a platonic shift, maybe the old Bermuda is now up in Alaska.
I don't think it has to do with that. I think it has to do with the positions of the geomagnetic north. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, like I said, everything's all speculation.
It's all magnetic. The pole has shifted many different times throughout the millennia.
Yeah, the poles are moving. They are.
Hey, Red, though, I seen something weird since you talked about some stuff with trains and moving in fog. So you know how normally the pedestrian train comes back from New York and it's fully loaded at nighttime and you can see all the cars lit up? Well, this last time I seen the pedestrian train coming from New York, there was nobody on it. But when I seen the pedestrian train leaving from Pennsylvania, well, across the Pennsylvania border, and it was loaded like Jewish people on a train loaded, if you know what I mean. And there was people screaming out the
You mean like
windows. It was very weird, very weird.
We're from
sure
Pennsylvania.
you weren't having a manic episode?
Where were they going?
No,
They were
they
going
were
upstate New York?
Yeah, they were going to New York. It was very odd, though. Very odd.
You think it was the Amish over there, County Flu?
The Amish are moving to New York? That would be pretty funny.
Well, they're already there. I mean, up in the arcade New York
But
area.
just imagine they're all moving back to New York.
Wyoming County, right?
Oh,
That's where the Amish are?
Bring
Wyoming, Wyoming County, New York. Yeah.
Go upstate New York, put all the Pennsylvania Dutch there, and you'll watch a community blossom.
Why are they moving back to New York?
There's a lot of open land for grabs.
Yeah.
I mean, for grabs, not for sale, but for grabs.
Good.
Yeah, and there's all those cheap foreclosures I keep sending Michelle. She doesn't even bother looking at them. I stopped sending them.
Yeah, we see them in the chats, in the general chats of the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know. So Michelle, what do you think
that's
of?
funny. All my ideas that I said about Trump and the border issue and all this stuff, it's all starting to actually come to be that way. Like, I got my wish of wanting the cartels of being a terrorist organization. Now I might get my wish of an AI smart wall for a border.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's getting rather insane. Everything I say, like, you know,
Well,
kind of comes to
I remember one time when
reality.
Brian K came up with his defensive wall idea.
Yeah.
I think
That was cool.
Yeah, kind of an automatic Berlin Wall for the South American border. I think that'd be interesting.
Hey, Red, do you remember Highlander when they built the wall around the Earth?
I never watched Highlander. I've seen clips of it.
Stan, you remember the wall around the Earth, right?
I didn't watch that either, dude.
You sons of bitches! You had one job.
When that came out, you know, was that early '80s?
Yeah.
When that came out, man, I was pounding pussy then.
Mid-'80s, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, Stan, it's not my fault. I was living 24 hours a day and had nothing to do
I had
sometimes.
nice cars, man. I didn't have time for that shit, man. You know.
I had cars too to speed around the neighborhood, if you know what I mean, and go to parties. I've done it too.
I'll be right back.
But here's the thing: sometimes I'd go to a party and the TV be on it. I'd be like, "Hey, whoa! You got to watch this. This has got some information in it."
Yeah. So, Comedy Flu, are you monetized yet, bro?
No, I wasn't fighting hard enough to get monetized. I think I'm a little too afraid to monetize.
Why? You're afraid to make money?
I wouldn't want to get monetized. Fuck that shit. YouTube's on your ass all the time.
Yes, that's why I'm not
too many
monetized,
rules.
Red.
There's too many
I'm
rules.
not on that fucking hamster wheel for those motherfuckers.
Exactly. Too many rules.
Yeah, you get monetized, and then the AI algorithm just fucking hunts you down 24/7.
I'd be talking about the yellow dollar signs all day, you know.
Yeah,
Stan, they can't say here's the First Amendment and then go fuck yourself at the same time.
Yeah. Well, fuck YouTube, and I can talk about COVID all I want. What do you think of that, YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah,
we all know what the government did. We all know what the government did.
Everybody, we all know about the mutagen RNA. Yeah, we all know. We all know about that.
We all had the galaxy eyes already. We've all had the galaxy eyes. We've seen it all.
Can somebody bring Alex Jones back on panel and see what his
Alex
take
Jones
is on
needs
this
to get up here.
RFK?
Should I message him?
Yeah.
Should I message Alex Jones? Okay, I'll contact Alex Jones. Give me a minute.
We need Alex Jones up here, live in the show. Michelle's falling asleep over there.
Yeah,
right here.
She's not entertained. You know what happens when she's not entertained? She's going to end the fucking show early.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Hey, Michelle, how many boobs in total do you have? Do you have
everybody?
6?
You guys kept saying don't talk, so I wasn't talking.
What are you talking about? Michelle, you're free to talk. It's your fucking show.
Do you have?
I'm just listening.
Michelle, what do you think of this Chinese AI undercutting the United States AI market?
Oh God, by 500 billion. Yeah.
Oh, the Chinese
That's a
should
shot
try. They
across
already
the
have NVIDIA, which is technically a Chinese company.
Yeah, but that's the company that just lost 500 billion, Michelle. Like that's the company that's fucking losing money.
Yeah, I know.
The Chinese chip is only uses like 5 or 10% of the power that NVIDIA chips use for the same quality. So it's NVIDIA is going to have to seriously slash their prices with their customers, meaning their profit margins are going to shrink, and NVIDIA is going to fall even further than what it already has.
Right.
Hey, Stan,
It's just like the ARM
everybody.
versus Intel IA64 architecture. Power differences.
Hey, Stan, everybody forgot about Snapdragon, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the name. Look at its own name, DeepSeek. It's self-explanatory. Do not install the app. Literally, if you install the app, it's like TikTok. So TikTok had a thing where you couldn't uninstall it recently. I don't know if it's still there. I never downloaded it, but my buddy could not uninstall it from his fucking computer, which is a big deal. That's rare. Okay, so there's a problem though. It's running some sort of botnet, and it's infected your hardware, your software. I mean, and it's not allowing you to uninstall it. So DeepSeek's going to be the same way. If you install that app on your phone, on your computer, you may not be able to uninstall it. And if you do, there might be something left over.
Could be.
Red, you're forgetting about the proprietary shutdown of Snapdragon too.
Oh, speaking of China right now is actually blocking exports from China to the United States. As the United States, Trump said he's going to crank up the tariffs against China. So China's kind of doing the same thing.
China.
Michelle, he's not saying shut up. He's saying China. You can continue speaking. We're all doing China.
Vagina.
Vagina.
China is like the vagina.
China. We gotta fuck China, everybody. Fuck
Michelle,
China.
say vagina. Somebody clip these words. I'm going to tell Michelle to say. Michelle, say vagina.
China. I said China.
Vagina.
That China. Maybe I need to enunciate my words a little clearer. China is actually refusing exports to the United States after Trump's executive order is insisting on February 1st of having at least a 10% tariff on Chinese imports to the United States. Conversely,
Michelle,
at the same time, China is refusing to accept imports from the United States, playing the same game in return.
Michelle, do you think China and U.S. will go to war? Like full-blown nuclear war?
Maybe not nuclear war, no. Trade war, yes.
No, Stan. In my dream, where I had a premonition of that, it's not going to be nuclear. It's going to be ground war, invasion status. It's going to be pretty bad.
I mean, I could see them using
Taiwan.
What do you call them? Drones and shit
or
like
Formosa
that.
as the
well, I'm going to say the airborne is definitely going to be using this for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think these New Jersey things were like an army test of something or other.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go nuclear. I think that's too fearful for people because nuclear-powered weapons are even more powerful than they were back then. So you can just imagine that. So yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. That might if everybody did that, that could actually shatter the planet.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's one of the reasons
I think
why.
That, even with nothing happening, if they just chug along with this fake economy the way it's going, there's still going to be a massive population die-off because us baby boomers are dying, and the replacement rate is not there for the population. I mean, there might be pockets of it that is for the underclass, but they'll be infected with some sort of virus. The blacks and the Hispanics.
Think about it, all those nuclear weapons going off, because this is what people don't take in consideration. Very few do. I've seen some people do with their videos, but in these key strategic locations in America, those atomic weapons that are way more powerful now will actually trigger tectonic plates. They will trigger volcanoes to go, not even if it's a direct hit. So that can cause a big cataclysmic cascade for Earth, all of Earth. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would use those, because I think they know the full ramifications of it now. And it's far more than what it would have been if they did it in the 50s, or in the 70s.
I mean, but they were really blowing them off in the 50s. Russia and the United States over there in the Pacific.
Yep.
Especially.
But it wasn't a mutual destruction event where everybody lights them off all at once at each other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a cataclysmic event after the nuclear event. So it would just be total, just devastation.
Yeah. Well, the cockroaches would survive, certainly.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah. If they don't hit the lava,
those kind of creatures would survive. Maybe some. Underwater creatures, deep undersea type things that
no, with that type of cataclysm, there would be no ocean. There would be nothing left. It would be back to molten rock, and then we'll have to wait another million years to have life, or billion years maybe.
I think from my studies of astrology and astronomy back in high school and college, the most Earth-like planet in our solar system, as far as terrain and size, is Venus. But it is completely dead. It's like 700-800 degrees Fahrenheit constantly. There's all sorts of sulfuric, atmosphere. The Russians landed a couple of probes on. Hold on, I got a cop.
Uh-oh.
Let the man go by. Yeah, they had some construction here. They said the lanes are going to be closed, but I don't see them closed. But I forgot what I was saying there about whatever. Michelle, what do you have to say about all this?
All I know is looking at the situation, I think I believe that there's going to be extraterrestrials are actually wanting us not to blow ourselves up. Are they
really extraterrestrials, or are they just are the UFOs like something that's like a different form of advanced travel?
They have advanced travel besides UFOs. UFOs or EAPs are just one form. I mean, they're interdimensional beings.
Look at the one I posted in the general chat that was in my state. It looks like a fucking deep sea fish. This is the craziest UFO that I've ever seen. Yeah, it's it's mind-boggling to me. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's a really well-designed fucking balloon or if it's a fucking real UFO. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. It almost looks like a fucking creature.
Yeah,
a bioluminescent creature.
Lumi, did you ever encounter any UFOs in the 19th century?
No, I wasn't really into that back then.
There were UFOs in the 19th century, I have books about it. Yeah. They were cigar-shaped.
Yeah, I think that was a different race of people.
There were a lot of cigar-shaped UFOs.
They were cigar-shaped thousands of years ago, bro. Yeah, they've been that shape for a long time.
Yeah.
The Vedas talk about UFOs from India.
Even hundreds of years ago, when Germany got it. Was it Germany? Was it Germany that had that weird astrological event where these things came out of the sky and there's like a artist depiction of what happened?
I don't know.
And it
Is
shows
that,
all these cigar UFOs and like these other shapes in the sky, and it looks like a big battle, and there's like
yeah,
fire
yeah.
on the horizon. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's like
got to
really
read up
weird.
on
It's
that.
like, what the hell is
Somewhere in
that?
Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere in Germany. I think.
Interesting.
And don't forget that the India legends of the Vedas talking about the
I think this was in
warring
the 1500s.
floating
I think. If I'm not mistaken.
chariots in the sky. That's what Indians called them from India. They call them. That's called the Vedas. Is the books, and they were talking about these floating fighting cities or chariots in the sky.
Yeah. I remember Eric von Daniken writing about that Chariots of the Gods way back in the 60s even. You know?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was a show called In Search Of.
Yeah.
And it would like have all these kind of different mysteries and things like that. And they had Eric von Daniken out. He was talking about all these, chariot type hieroglyphics that he found in South America that were thousands of years old.
Yeah. Yep.
So these hieroglyphics, I have a theory about these chariots and stuff that goes with these hieroglyphics and even ancient Egypt. So what I think this technology was, this is like ancient advanced technology, because look at China, they know exactly what a quantum entangled photon looks like, which is the yin-yang symbol. All right, so they knew this a long time ago. Then Egypt has certain frequencies that are depicted. Basically, these are frequency shapes that are hieroglyphics. All right, and then if you have a certain frequency, the sand will take on these hieroglyphics. Now, in Egypt, underneath the in a chamber somewhere in the pyramids, there's explosions that have been documented there, because you can tell there's evidence of explosions down there of great magnitude, and hydrogen down there. What I think they did is this experiment that we can do here now. It's called sonoluminescence, or star in a jar, where you basically create a mini little tiny star using sound waves and a little tiny air bubble inside a tube or jar-like container with just water. Now, I think they did this with hydrogen. That's what I think they did, because these beings or people, whatever you want to call them, we really don't know what ancient Egyptians really were.
But Red, you can build a star out of any form of matter,
which is depicted to have some sort of frequency technology as well. So, I mean, it all kind of adds up, but it's like, is anybody daring enough to do sonoluminescence?
Life was also shorter than medieval times too, guys. Remember that. The average person.
Nicholas Schreck. I'm sorry, Michelle. Red. Nicholas Schreck talked about seeing or hearing something in the Seti, the tomb of Seti, or something like that in Egypt, like some type of sound he heard, and then he started
there's very interesting stuff about frequency when it comes to ancient Egypt, and even other civilizations that are similar to Egypt.
Yeah. I'll have to find that video of Nicholas Schreck talking about it, because it's very, very interesting.
Hey, Red, did you watch
what he encountered there?
Red,
they were more knowledgeable than us when it comes to higher understandings.
Yeah. Red, did you watch the movie Zeitgeist?
The what?
Movie Zeitgeist on YouTube.
I have not. I've not even heard of it.
The original one's good, but then they built on the story multiple different times, so that the narrative has changed, but it needed to adapt every time they updated the movie. You know what I mean? But the original first one, they started with religion, and then they started with astrology, then they started with numerology, then they went all the way into what happened at 9/11. But then,
wasn't that guy? I mean, Comedy Flu. Wasn't that guy from Smashing Pumpkins behind producing those videos? Billy, whatever his name is, the bald kid from
Billy
Smashing
Corgan,
Pumpkins. Yeah, I think he put those videos together.
Yeah, because he was seeing the message. He was picking up the knowledge, and he was building it from the actual fact based. And you got to remember what happens with effects. They try to blur the lines and confuse people and keep people confused. And then they tell them, "Oh, that's not the truth. That's not how the stories work." All right, the story has always been told, and it always gets readapted, renewed, and rejuvenated. You know, the story changes because it evolves.
Oh shit! Does that say snow on the weather? Michelle, draw it back. Draw back the snow, and it's getting colder too in the night. Oh fuck! Hey, draw this shit back, Michelle.
That guy.
Oh damn! 27 and rainy snow. No. That's gonna freeze.
We were supposed to have snow and sleet today, and it's sunny. It's partly cloudy, blue sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about losing trees though if it's gonna be like that, because wet and then all of a sudden 27.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just listening.
Well, that's there's a rain and then there's an icing or snow afterwards. That's when we get all the power outages because all the winds.
Michelle, did you watch that, guys?
Wow.
But you know, I did start another conversation this morning, which was, because I'm getting older, is what happens if one day both eyes get messed up. No, I already have plans.
Then you go into a nursing home, Michelle.
I already planned to go into one in 91. So.
Brian K. will put you in the Jewish Hebrew home. You can convert to Judaism.
Michelle
there,
can
Michelle.
get a carer. I don't know which one would be, because
you won't, Michelle. You won't even have to work on Shabbat. From Friday night to Saturday night, you won't even have to go to work.
Actually, I don't.
But Stan, she'll have to work on her prayers though, because
First of all, Stan, I'm not. First of all,
there's
Stan,
no way she can remember that book by heart.
Stan, just remember one thing: I'm not Jewish. I mean, yeah, we am. All Christians are kind of Jewish.
Your great grandmother's was Jewish from Russia.
No, my great relatives are all from Norway. Or actually, some of them were actually probably from Germany. But wait, the point is,
Stan, I love that you brought Baba Yaga into it. That's good, Stan. That was good.
Yeah.
Pulling out the Johnny Wick over
here. Huh? She's Bulgarian. Oh, the Baba Yaga versus Baba Vaga. Baba Vaga is also a blind mystic as well from Bulgaria.
I think she's been dead for about 20 years, Michelle.
She has been, yeah.
Yeah. You said she is. She was is a correct
20
tense,
years.
Michelle.
Yes. 20 years. Doesn't mean her soul don't live on those, Stan.
Baba Vaga. That's true. That's true. Michelle, do you have Baba Vanga inside of your body now?
You have George Floyd.
No, I don't.
George Floyd? What about Whitney Houston?
I remember George Floyd.
None of them either.
I remember.
But anyway, so what me and Lonnie were talking about was the fact is that, we do need to come up to the realization that sooner or later we're going to need to get a carer because, or another person.
She did it all for the mamas and the papas.
Where my nigga George Floyd at, Michelle?
She all did it for the money.
On the phone.
She did it for the money.
Michelle, what did you say we're going to need? A garage?
A carer.
A garage.
Oh, a carriage. I'm sorry.
A carer. A person to take care of us.
Next to the library.
The library.
There should be
many books at the library.
Next to the library.
What Celsius is it, Michelle? What Celsius temperature is it?
I don't work with Elvis either. Because, like I said, I'm getting older.
She don't work with Houdini either. Red, she don't work with Houdini either.
Yeah, she does.
She said she don't work with Houdini. She don't work with Houdini. She don't work with Elvis. She don't work with Houdini.
No, she works with Satan all the time. That's Houdini.
Yeah, but she doesn't work with Elvis. So she don't work with Elvis. She don't work with Houdini.
Well, I don't think she likes Elvis. I've never seen her with an Elvis record.
No, I don't.
Need to manifest Whitney Houston. She can talk about her crack addiction.
Drug
Need
addiction.
to manifest. Baba Vanga, you come up with some predictions. Maybe you could pull up Nostradamus.
Stan, can we get to
You
the reality here? What I was trying to get at is we all know
He's trying to get to the point.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's trying to get to the
Get
point.
back to the reality.
We need to get back to the point.
Hold on a minute.
the point is very
Okay, go ahead.
simple. Is eventually Michelle is going to need an assistant or carer to help her deal with everyday stuff because her right eye is,
Which is what I've
is
been
getting
saying for
bad.
5
But
years.
what about her left eye? That's
Yeah.
the last of her good eyes. You know what I mean? You only get 2 chances in life, right?
Yeah, but Michelle, are you actually going to put the foot forward to do
Hang
that?
on. She said you only get 2 chances. You get 3 chances. Everybody knows you get 3 chances. Actually, you get 4 balls, but 3 chances.
But you only got 2 eyes, though.
Swing at every pitch, Michelle. Swing at every pitch.
What about your third eye, Michelle?
Yeah, don't blind your third eye.
My third eye is
Third eye
good.
blind.
But that doesn't
the
help
most
me see in the
important one,
physical
yeah.
plane.
Don't go third eye blind. 1 headlight.
Third eye blind.
1 headlight.
A lot of people's third eyes are
So-
never opened.
What are you talking about?
Third eye
Everybody keeps their
blind.
third eye open.
That group, Third Eye Blind, I was working security at Quinnipiac University about 15 years ago, and they were playing a spring concert there. And the singer jumped off the stage into the crowd. And I had
Dan,
to
were
pull
you
him
the
out.
security guard?
I grabbed him by one of his
Exactly.
feet, and he was barefoot. His fucking feet stunk, dude.
Yeah, and his head almost hit the
Nasty-ass
ground.
feet.
His
Worse
head
than
almost
that
hit the ground. Yeah, I remember the story. His head almost hit the ground.
And this motherfucker's a millionaire, and he can't wash his feet.
What are you talking about? He's on the road.
Fucking
He only packed 6 pairs of socks. What the fuck you want?
I know. Well, listen, I'm proud that she changed her shirt today. She'll be wearing this for the rest of the week, guys.
Yeah.
Then maybe she'll put the white one on Saturday.
Look, there's a new dress, everybody. The final countdown is in motion.
Michelle, why don't you wear that dress that Gidgey sent you?
Michelle, can you wear a dress for 30 days straight? Can you do the challenge?
I'm not.
Well, Rambo, it sounds like you need to start washing your asshole so your third eye can not smell so bad.
Never mind, Michelle.
Can
Rambo,
you do a
wash your ass.
365-day 1 outfit challenge, Michelle?
I thought it was a 100-day challenge for 1 outfit.
No, we're doing a whole year.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she could disrobe overnight and put her jammies on and then put it in that little washer and wash it overnight.
Yeah.
She could do that.
Yeah.
She could easily do
It'll
30
always
days.
be clean. It'll always
She
be
put her
clean.
mind to it, get some donations going, but Michelle's too lazy to do anything like that. Michelle's got to be the laziest YouTuber out there, I think.
She's never asked for a washer or a dryer. She's never asked.
Very entitled,
She has one inside
wants
her house.
everybody to do everything for her,
She has a little mini one.
I don't know why.
You know those little trash
Can
can
you
washers? That's what
contact
she
you?
has.
So, can you contact YouTube and ask them how to give me yellow dollar sign?
Stan, it's almost Red. You do it better, Red. Do it, Red. Come on, Red.
Nobody cussed this time. I don't understand why we got a yellow dollar sign, guys. It makes no sense.
Stan, Red's is better.
Please,
Oh.
go to YouTube and ask them to contact me. I need a person to talk to me. What do you have to do to get a representative?
Well, then your third eye shouldn't be blind, Rambo.
Guys,
Representative for
donations
what?
are down. I really need a donation.
Donations are down, guys. We need more likes in the like jar and more donations.
Don't forget the like and the
More
like
beans
jar,
in the
guys.
bean
They're free.
jar.
We want to see
they're
green
free.
dollars. Come on, guys.
Oh,
Get the green
I
dollars.
don't think that's a good idea, telling
Come
you
on.
to put beans in the bean jar.
Guys.
They'll just give you a thumbs down.
Guys,
beans in the bean
January's
jar.
a slow month. Guys, you know January's a slow month. I got expenses. I'm feeding myself.
And a cat.
Feeding
Michelle,
feeding
I don't
cat.
really like how these guys are talking right now.
I don't like how they're talking about me right now.
Well, what do you want me to do about it, Lumi?
Yeah, Lumi.
We'll kick them off the panel.
Pick them all off.
Yeah.
Take my show back. I don't like this anymore.
Why do you guys always make fun of Michelle? Honestly,
oh my God! See what she does? She instantly goes into fucking defense mode.
God.
We're not attacking her, and instantly into fucking defense mode.
well,
there
you
she
guys
goes.
are making fun of Michelle. Why are you making
We
fun
are
of
not
Michelle?
making fun of you.
Yeah.
We were putting out a message that you're too afraid to say your fucking self.
Okay, so wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So wait, when you call Cassandra a piglet, are you actually making fun of her or just being funny?
Why do you call her Piglet? Is she fat? Michelle? Is she obese? I mean, I haven't seen her other than her face.
I don't think
Is she
she's
big?
skinny.
Is she a big girl? Is she a plus size model? Michelle.
What?
Michelle, do you think Cassandra wears granny panties?
I don't know.
Remember Caillou? Caillou.
Yeah.
We need some
Michelle.
more Caillou content. Some more Caillou
Michelle.
content.
You blew me off on our Brazilian thing last month, and this month's almost done. And so,
Stop blowing off
those
opportunities.
It's me, Lumi. I'm just saying is that you guys, especially Stan, you guys are ribbing Michelle like that. That's not fair. That's all I'm
Oh
saying.
my God!
Not fair, guys.
We need a judge up here. We need a judge up here. She thinks she's being judged. We need a
Tiger
judge up here.
Gidgy, where you at? I know you're
Somebody
here.
get up here. Tell her that we're not making fun of her, so she can understand.
Yes. Listen, Michelle.
We need
We're
a
here 'cause
referee.
you were your
Somebody.
fans.
Hold on, whoa. It's no different than what
I
Brian
want you to
K
do
does.
better.
He's
That's what I
making
want you to
Brian K
do.
videos of you, Michelle. It's no different than that. And
All
you
right,
like
I
those
see
Brian K
Gidgy. Hold
videos.
on, man. Let me get her up here. Get a minute.
I want you to do better. I want you to change your fucking dress once a day.
Yay, we got a judge up here. All right, go ahead, Gidgy. Tell her we're not making fun of her.
Michelle,
What?
nobody was making fun of you, honey.
So you know, like the Brian K videos where he did the whole Sims episode with you on your computer, and he's doing the voice.
Hang on, let me ask her a question. Michelle, do you miss Brian K?
Yeah, I do. To a point. I
He
mean,
misses Jam Ranch
he
too,
can be
so
fun
we're
at
gonna go on
times,
that
but it can
railroad
also
again.
be mildly irritating.
But you know he's
Can
gone,
you guys reach out to Brian K and have him come back?
Yeah, that was the
really
video.
Because I'm too lazy.
We really want you.
Because I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy.
That's part of
You
one
guys,
of
can
Brian's
you write
videos.
to Brian K? Can you go on one of his videos and leave him a note and say, "Hey, can you come back to Michelle?"
Actually, I have.
Well,
I don't even think he's even follows me on Discord anymore. So,
So Michelle, can I ask you a question? I'm an insomniac, and unfortunately, I have your Discord set to alert me when things go off because you got attacked the other night. So I figured, I'll just set it. So at 1, 2, 3, and 4 o'clock in the morning, I keep hearing ding, ding.
that's me posting these
I know how
articles.
that happens, Gidgy.
So Michelle, I have a question. Are you watching all these bizarre news and astrological videos at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yep, I do. And I actually make sure to watch them first before I post the links to be sure that they are.
Okay.
And she
Well,
gets to
aside from
tag everyone.
Okay, Michelle, so my question is, why are you, first of all, it's very organized. You watch news, then you watch your astrological, then I'm assuming you go to bed. Why are you up in the middle of the night watching these videos?
Because I'm up in the daytime making videos.
And the brain needs to vegetate. The
Michelle,
brain needs to vegetate.
If you had to average, how many hours a day do you think you sleep?
4.
You think it's close to 15, 20?
4 hours a day.
Michelle, you sleep
16.
more than four.
Oh my
Michelle, you
God.
sleep a lot more than 4 hours a day, honey. You
I'd
sleep
say
a
at least
lot.
12. At least 12 to
Yeah.
16.
I'd say 12 to 16 is my guess. I'd say you sleep over half of the waking hours of the day.
Even when I'm sleeping, Gidgey, I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, either you're always groggy or you're
Well,
just
I've been watching the past couple of streams, and you're yawning, you're cutting Donald Trump off because you're tired, and it's like, if you're so tired, why are you staying up all night watching videos?
Yeah, look at her face right now. I mean,
Because I want to know what's going on. Because just like you guys like to watch all the other YouTube channels, I want to know what's going on too.
Why can't
you got the bags under your eyes?
So, Michelle, why can't you watch them during the day and sleep like a normal person? It's not healthy. Your show is definitely, I can tell you 100%, your show is lacking because you're yawning through it.
Personally, I don't think you sleep.
Yeah.
You're not contributing to the show at all, Michelle. It's your panel and your chat that is doing the show for you. You're just sitting there.
The heavy lifting.
I don't dismiss that, guys. I'm just saying is now everybody's telling me that, oh, Michelle should not be talking because she interrupts everybody.
Stop attacking.
No one's attacking.
I'll go to sleep right after this show. Nothing you guys can do about it.
Hey, Michelle.
Well, no, she's going to eat first, then she's going to sleep.
Right.
Gotta make a pizza first.
Her own personal content without the panel is complaining. That's it. Literally.
Right.
So, Michelle, how do we talked about possibly bathing more than once a week. That didn't go over well. I didn't get any support there from anyone. So, what about sleeping? Can we work on your sleeping habits if we can't work on your bathing habits?
Well, Carmen would like me to sleep 8 hours a day, which I agree with Carmen, but the problem is that I have to do all this stuff behind the scenes that people don't even know about. And so I'm always...
Michelle, let me ask you a question. What is it that you're doing behind the
scenes? Research, study,
okay,
knowledge.
Hang on.
I'm stuffing my brain with as much data as I can.
So, Michelle, what do you do with this research that you get? What do you do with it? Because you don't use it on your show.
I chew on it. I think about everything
Michelle,
that I've been listening to.
It's not benefiting this show.
It's consuming the data. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta vegetate the brain and consume the data.
No. The problem is she's staying up all night watching nonsense that doesn't do anything for her show.
Brain. Yeah, it's to vegetate the brain. Sometimes you gotta stop thinking.
Dude, never mind.
Trust me.
I tried to bring up
I would always be thinking it'd be a prison
today, Gidgey. I tried to bring up the bathing. I said, she should bathe because soap and clean
bacteria.
Clothes and this sort of thing is the yardstick of civilization. No, I said personal hygiene and soap are the yardsticks of civilization.
Input.
Yeah.
Need input.
Johnny Five. Yeah. When I
Johnny
say
Five alive.
It's not picking.
You guys are picking on. Look, if you want to smell like Ed, smell like Ed. I don't care.
Smell like Ed.
I worry about the fact that you're. I worry about the fact that you're up here at 57 years old saying you're old, Michelle. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're not old.
Nads, he wants you to come up here.
I love you, Nads.
Nads. Everybody should love their Nads.
I want to know as much as I can before I kick the bucket. Okay? I want to know as much as I can.
But Michelle, what do you do for you say that you're so busy outside of the 2 hours you stream a day. Preparing for the stream. What is it you do?
Think. Study,
Michelle,
research, learn.
Michelle, you just sit here.
Analyze.
But Michelle, it doesn't do anything for your show.
She noodleizes.
So you stay up all night watching these videos just for your own amusement.
And then I post a
Michelle,
lot of the links on my YouTube, on my Discord channel.
Okay, Michelle,
Michelle,
but just because you post the videos doesn't take a lot of time. You're saying you spend so much time outside of streaming doing things. What is it you do?
Watching other streams, other videos, other content.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You
Jesus
don't
knows
get it.
all about it. In fact, Carmen is worried about it too because she's like, oh, she'd like me to at least get 6 to 8 hours of sleep in.
Oh, you're talking to Jesus now. Does he know about your ties with Satan?
But Carmen is like, well, the problem is that you don't have enough hours in a day. But
Michelle, you have
could
more
you
than
try
enough
to get a
hours
nap
in the
in
day.
sometime in the afternoon? I do try to get some in.
Michelle, you don't have a job.
But then
You
I got
don't
people calling
bathe.
me lazy because I sleep in the afternoon.
You are lazy. You are the laziest human being I've ever met,
People
Michelle.
call you lazy because you don't bring in live stream content.
Lazy
Your
people
content
don't
consists
do
of
research
consuming.
24 hours a day.
Yes,
Yeah, and
they
you
do.
don't ever bring
Yes, they
anything to
do.
the table.
Michelle, you're doing research for no point. You're not doing research. You're only reading one side of things. That is not called research.
I watch videos on both sides. I
No,
try
you
to
don't.
understand things from both sides of the perspective. Why is position A what versus position B? Where's the compromise? Where's the position C in the middle ground? Where's compromise?
Tell me the three positions on immigration right now. What are the Democrats saying right now, present day, with what Trump's doing?
All right, let's talk about that. Okay, that was actually
Okay.
going to be one of the topics this morning. Do I think Trump should go out there and send ICE into
That's
every
not what I
sanctuary
asked.
city?
That's
And
not what I
hold
asked.
on a minute, I'm answering you a question. You asked me a
No,
question.
you're not.
Let me answer it. Do I think he should be going after every illegal immigrant?
Michelle, that's not what I asked you. That's not the question.
What's the question?
The question is, since you do so much research, tell me the three sides of immigration.
I'm trying to, but you're not letting me finish.
Okay,
the one side is okay. On the illegal, since we're talking about the illegal documents, let's talk about those first. Are we doing the right thing by having these people flooding in and taking over the jobs of people that were born and raised here? That's viewpoint one. Viewpoint two is we need to protect our own. Viewpoint three, which is what I'm starting to kind of more fall into, is, well, it depends on the situation.
Dan, I want to hear your take. I know you got to go.
Well, Gidge, you remember that old song by REM? What's the frequency, Kenneth? What's the frequency, Michelle?
Oh, what?
That's a great
Never
question.
mind.
That's
1.21 gigawatts.
That is perfect.
Does she ever pay attention?
It's just your quality of life is your responsibility. You're a grown, responsible adult. There's no reason
I know that. We all know
Michelle,
that.
There's no reason you shouldn't be bathing at least every third day. There's no reason that you shouldn't be moving around and not sitting and watching YouTube channels for 14 hours a day.
I'm not the only one in the. I'm not the only one in the world that does that, though. We have to remember that.
Michelle, I don't care. Michelle, I don't care about anybody else. I care about you.
The eye doctor said the blue in the computer is damaging her
horrible.
eyes.
Yes,
and suggested that she get a filter. She didn't get the filter, and she's not wearing her glasses. I took time out of my day to take her to get these fucking glasses. And she's not even wearing them. So
no, I haven't seen her wear them once.
I got the glasses. I do wear them when I'm out walking.
I haven't seen her wear them once in front of that computer. That computer's destroying her eyes, so I have no sympathy.
Yeah, she'll be
for
blind.
her eyes. She'll be blind. She'll be blind. Yeah. Well, that's what she wants. She wants an excuse to not have to do anything. Because once she's fully blind, then she'll be a ward of the state and living in a group home.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway, listen, guys. I'm gonna get ready.
This is the end of the show,
I
guys.
need to take a nap time.
We're ending the show now, guys. The show is over. You might as well all just sign off now. Leave YouTube. It's over.
Making fun of me, and
Is it
And
bedtime,
Stan, I
Michelle?
don't like that motherfucker.
All right,
I
guys,
don't
I'm
want
just
him here
gonna
no more.
temporarily take
All right,
out
guys,
panel
I'm getting
cleaning.
excited
So.
now.
I got other things to do now.
It's time to go. I'm getting
All right,
upset, guys.
bye-bye,
I'm going to
guys.
shut it
So
down.
long.
All
You
right,
guys
see you in a
Bye,
little bit.
everybody.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with what I says. Yes, that's what we do. We do a lot of research. Okay. I'm really getting a little bit concerned too because everybody's like, oh, well, you lazy, you don't do nothing. It's exhausting. It is exhausting because the fact is, like Carmen said, you should be trying to get more than 4 hours sleep in. But you're trying to be the top researcher, or to you, it feels good. But the problem is that you yourself even said this. I need a break. I do. And yet everybody calls you lazy. Excuse me, lazy people don't do research. No, lazy people don't do research. Oh, I'm not quite ending. I just wanted to get off the panel for a bit because I just like I said, I feel like somebody out there is making fun of me. That's what I feel. I'm sorry to feel that way, but you know, I don't think people really understand that Michelle is trying to do a lot more than she does on YouTube. Me and Michelle's personal life hasn't really been that good lately because we've been so busy. Michelle's been so busy jamming her brain full of pictures and videos and sounds, and a lot of times it's just listening, it's not actually watching. And the eye strain is incredible. Michelle does want to ask the tough questions, like she did this morning. Is what will happen one day when the other eye goes bad? What happens then? And she said, I don't know, because we don't have a backup plan. And she said, we know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. Well, just remember one thing. Is that when you're sleeping, it's when your body can start to do repairs. But there's only so much your body can do to fix it. Yeah, I know. But YouTube doesn't care about your health. YouTube just wants money and eyeballs and views so they can make money on your advertising. They turn you into a wage slave. We have brought our research to the table. And then some people say it's all fake news and incorrect information, but Michelle's trying to get the real information, the real facts. It's not just a good part of the stream, it's just I got a new Bucks shirt. They have Valentine's stuff out now. Oh, cool. Bucky's shirt. Is that Bucky's? Bucky's or... yeah, that's a major convenience store in Texas. Well, yeah. Well, we do clean that every day. Anyway, it's just... yes, they do. Yes, they do, David S. Tommy Edison Project was one. He hasn't been doing any content as of late. That's good. I'm glad that Bucky's is growing. Are you still wanting to play Essential Well on Friday with me? I might as well ask that question now before I forget. I said 11 in Ascension WoW, Galaxy, Michelle, or a Turtle WoW. I don't. So what should we do? If you want my opinion, I think you should just basically just hang it up. I mean, not permanently, but I mean is you do a show every week, every morning. You got people that can't decide if they love you or hate you. You have people that really do care about your show and they want to support you. And then you have others that are trying to support you, but unfortunately you're causing you consternation. Yeah, that's good. As I look forward to playing with you and yes, Red can join us too if he wants. I didn't say he couldn't. It's just that he's higher level and I don't know like where we're gonna meet because right now, I don't know where you are in the game, what your location is. I'm still I'm now in Silver Moon. I'm doing the Scourge right now. Well, I can't totally disagree with Carmen on that. You know, as close I do that. The problem is that you do need to get more sleep. You're excited about the Trump thing, but you also are concerned. But you didn't get a chance to address your concerns. Since right now you have the floor, why don't you talk about that? Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. What I'm concerned about. Trump is making some big changes, and they're happening very fast. And some of those changes kind of makes me feel like quick dry my ground. I gotta go, hold on there, partner. Don't you think you're going a little far? Especially with some of them. I mean, you haven't even gotten all your confirmations done yet. And already you're talking about doing tariffs this and tariffs that. You haven't even had a congressional meeting yet with the State of the Union. Or what you want to do. You're already coming up with executive orders, almost like you're ruling by fiat. Just like you're accusing Obama saying, I've got a pen and a phone. Don't you think you should slow down a little bit? Just a little bit. I mean, I think you're so gung-ho to stop all these things, but at the same time, you're causing major issues with the communities that you're working with and sending ICE through. Some of them are, of course, they're all valid reasons, but they're also, I think he's going just a little bit too fast. I know what he's saying is, I'm in a hurry to get things done. Rushing to life's no fun. That's what Trump would be singing, right? But the sad truth is, do we need to rush that much? Just slow down a little bit, okay? I mean, people are worried about what's going on. He'll probably be on in the portrait stream after this one. Yeah, Michelle does 2 streams on average in a day. She does the regular show and then she does the portrait stream. And then tonight you're driving the truck. And then today we're driving the truck. I'm not. Well, the show's not over. Actually, it's just that. Let's talk about this. When people get care of Michelle, sometimes have a strange way of saying they care about Michelle. If anything, people should realize that Michelle is putting all that time in to absorb, learn, regurgitate, and analyze all of that information in the media. You can't call her lazy. Her brain is working overtime. She wants to be the best deep down resource on the internet. She wants to be respected for her thoroughness and her knowledge. But yes, the risk of destroying her Michelle's eyeballs in the process is a real fear. Michelle thinks about it. You know, that's why she doesn't actually watch the screen on her phone. Most of the time, she listens to the phone. She closes her eyes, puts the phone on her chest, listens to the commentary, and falls asleep most of the time. Then she wakes up again. She watches the same video a second time. Again, she falls asleep in it, but she's listening to it. She's trying to understand what's going on in the world. But she's actually not doing anyone any good getting half of a story, though. Yeah. Let's get the people back on panel if they're there. It's not Michelle is angry. She just wants people to respect her for her efforts. Well, the reason people pay taxes is because taxes can get very complicated. For most residential people, it's not a big deal. Okay, now the panel's back open again. I didn't say it was leaving for good. I just got... I was getting treated unfairly by what was going on in the panel, and I just couldn't deal with it, and I just had to back away. Okay, I mean, think about this. You know, I want to have a panel, but I think we have to understand and respectfully agree that, like Clement said, that we do spend a little bit too much time looking at information for YouTube. It's just not enough hours in a day to absorb all the stuff that I have interest in. I mean, what are you going to do? Have a stay here going. Let me get the kitty cat. Let's get some rusty cam up. I mean, I am worried about a lot of the other stuff that we've been covering too. Like, for example, what is going to happen when Michelle's eyesight doesn't stay any better? What if it's going to get worse? We know that, right? We all know Michelle's eyesight sucks. It does suck. But again, everybody forgets that there's a lot of time that Michelle puts so much time into what she does, what she believes in. Yeah. I just wish I... Okay, hold on a minute. Let's calm me flow. Hold on, let me get him on here. Let's get him on here. Admit 1. Turn on captions.
Abracadabra, I'm back.
Okay.
And for my next trick, I'm going to pull 2 guys out of a sack. Michelle, are you ready to see 2 guys come out of a sack?
What do you mean by that?
My magic trick. I'm going to pull 2 guys out of a sack.
Let me ask you a question about what was being said before I kind of left the panel.
Melted? Your meltdown? Yeah, go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying about how I'm always trying to understand what's going on.
Michelle, here's what you need. You need steel iron sleeves, all right? Because you keep your heart too close to your sleeve, and you think everybody's trying to attack your heart, and no one's trying to come for your feelings. Okay? We just want you to do better. You know, we love you. Everybody in here right now that watches you loves you.
I mean, we all have valid concerns too. I mean, Carmen's concerned about the lack of
Yes,
sleep.
but
I'm
everything's
concerned
out
about
of
the lack
love,
of sleep.
Michelle.
I'm worried about Michelle's eyesight, realizing that one day Michelle is not going to be able to see very well at all, and much worse than now. And I'm worried about that. We know we have to get a carer. Eventually, we're going to have to hire somebody to help Michelle with her get things done. We tried to contact the Board of Education Services for the Blind, but we can't get a human being because their voicemail is an endless loop and we can't even get through to an attendant at the switchboard.
Yeah, I got my mindset on you. I got my mindset on you. It's going to take a whole lot of money, Michelle. Going to take a whole lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
I got my mindset on you.
But the sad truth is Michelle doesn't have money to pay
It's going to
people.
take a whole lot of money.
Think about what
don't
Craig
be
Sr.
trying
was
to
saying.
look at my two guys in my hidden sack.
Think about what Craig
Look at
Sr.
him.
said
He
about
wants
his
to see the
wife's health
magic
care.
show. Michelle, he's trying to see the magic show.
Oh, okay. Can I finish?
Don't let anybody behind the curtain. They're going to try to see the magic show.
All right.
Nobody needs to be behind the curtain. They can't see the magic show.
Right.
Sometimes you got to keep the Wizard of Oz hidden.
But what I'm trying to say, and what Michelle's trying to say, is something that is really, really sad. What's happening to Craig Sr.'s wife, and Craig Sr. is also what's going to happen to Michelle. What happens when
they're going to put
she
two guys
needs
in a
to get a
nutsack,
carer,
Galaxy.
and she can't get a carer because nobody will provide will be no resources for the carer.
And all we were trying to do is wake up the world. They put two guys in a nutsack. But when they put that sack over my head, Michelle, they didn't know that they also offered me the hole to jump through, the dark hole that I could always jump out of. I was always able to pull off the Bugs Bunny. Even if I was going to dive in my own asshole, even if I was going to dive into my own asshole, I could pull off the Bugs Bunny, everybody. I could always pull off the Bugs Bunny. Don't worry, Michelle. They're never going to get us. They're never going to get us.
Right, I'm worried about that too. But Michelle also tried to explain what was going on, and yet somehow everybody keeps calling her lazy. The fact is if she was lazy, she would not have bags under her eyes. She would have been getting a good day's sleep, and she would have probably only done one show a week, and she probably would be healthier and happier. She's not lazy. That's the thing that I'm very upset when people call Michelle lazy, because Michelle tries so hard to learn as much as she can, and yet everybody calls her lazy. Lazy people don't do the research she does for over 16, oh my God, how many hours a day is it? 20 hours a day, 18 to 20 hours a day. Lazy people don't do that. Lazy people in some ways are better off.
I'm lazy. Michelle, they always call us lazy.
Yeah, but it's not fair.
Michelle, sometimes we're fighting battles in our own head. They don't understand the battles in our head.
No, they don't.
You know why the mind needs to vegetate, Michelle? Because
I just want to know everything that's going on and understand how it's going on, why it's going on, where the ideas came from in the first place, so I can begin to make sense of it all.
Get up here, Bubbles.
Hey, How you doing, Sue?
We need bubbles, 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 more bubbles. Got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. Got to take a whole lot of money to get what I want. But I got my mind set on you.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm super important, but
hey, Michelle, I put out many foot soldiers. How about that? Does that matter that I sent out the foot to put down the feet? I sent out the foot to send out the feet. There's no more defeating us. They're not gonna get us. Not gonna get us.
I don't see bubbles right
Why do
now
we even
either.
try, Michelle? Why do we even try? They're not gonna get us, Michelle. We don't even try. Let's stop trying.
I saw him in the chat up here. Oh, I see Brenda up here. If you would be happy doing one show a week, then do that. Your paid disability, you got enough to cover all of your expenses from the government. Actually, no, we don't, because the government even admits that they don't pay us enough money.
Government. The government only pays us 1/3 of the money we actually need in our life. 1/3.
That's true.
The money. 1/3 of the money we need in our life is what Uncle Sam says. Go fuck yourself with. 1/3. Thank you. Take 22%, but give us our 1/3.
Do you realize that the cost of living, and I do agree with Bernie Sanders on this, they really, like you just said, they really need to give us 3 times more money. He even said the same thing. Congress has not really gone into deep discussion since Richard Nixon in 1971.
Hey, Gidgey, that's not flip-flopping. That's called picking and choosing what really works for everybody. It's not flip-flopping. We got to find a common ground. No more flip-flopping, Michelle. No more flip-flopping. The days in the sun are gone. We're going to have to face the cold days. Put our boots on. Go trouncing through the mud. Trouncing through the mud, Michelle. We're going to be covered with mud to our knees, Michelle.
What are you talking about exactly? Because I don't think you and I are on the different pages.
No, I'm talking multiple pages. I'm stacking books on books.
Well,
stacking.
Right, but at least for us, at least try to stick with one topic at a time so I don't get derailed.
Well, here's the thing. When I said we're sending in the foot soldiers and we're not going to be defeated and they're never going to get us and we're going to be trouncing with our boots through the mud, I was saying one message. It all goes together. It's all coherent. That's how come you can take everything. You can take everything and turn it into anything. Everything's a remix.
Oh, anyway, so what should we...
I heard her brain, everybody. I heard her brain. I'm sorry.
So, comedy, what should we do? I mean, let me
explain.
Let's start with the question. Let's start with the question. Okay. I do agree with Carmen on this. I really do. I need more time for me and Lomi because we just don't have it anymore. The days are going faster and faster, and we're trying
is a taco.
And we're trying to pack in as much as we can. In the days, it seem like they're going like late speed. I mean, I feel like I just woke up about 20 minutes ago. That's how fast my day goes.
Speed.
And then
that's how ludicrous speed is, Michelle. Michelle, somebody's ding-donging, supposedly.
Oh, okay. Yes, they are. Somebody, you had raised a hand, you says here.
Yeah, I did. So you would listen to me about the ding-donger.
Bubbles is coming up. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Americans. This is your president, Donald J. Trump.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Trump. Tell us how you're going to make the world better again.
Well, quite frankly, the last day is today, folks. ICE is rounding up the last few individuals.
Okay. Stan's
Got rid
coming
of a
up.
lot of
Go ahead,
Mexicans.
Stan.
Yeah, Michelle, can we start on a
Damn
new
it,
foot,
Ed.
please?
Good afternoon, Stan. It's wonderful to see you.
Hey, Donald, could you say hi to Miss Anthropic for me, please?
Good
Thank you,
afternoon,
President
Miss
Trump. President
Anthropic.
Trump, I heard how you. I saw
Thanks,
how you
Stan.
shook down
Thanks,
that
Stan.
Colombian drug lord president. Good job, sir.
Yeah, it took me 24 goddamn minutes, and I got
You
him
got to
to
muscle these people.
completely agreed with everything I
All
said.
they understand, sir, is all they understand is a hard stick in their head. You know, that's the only way you get through them.
That's exactly what it took, and quite frankly, in less than half an hour, I was able to get every single thing that we wanted. So many good tariffs.
Yes,
Now,
very good.
quite frankly, we're going to be getting cheap coffee.
Yeah,
That is good. I need some good, robust Colombian for my morning coffees. Thank you,
Your
President Trump.
Colombian roasts will be half price in a few weeks.
How much
Thank you,
cocaine
sir.
can we expect to be in the coffee?
No, we're not going to allow the cocaine in. A lot of people are asking me, Trump, does this mean better prices on our cocaine? And I said, no, there's not going to be any cocaine.
Well, you know the
Oh.
cocaine makes the coffee move.
Well, I thought Alex Jones might have wanted some of the cocaine flavored coffee.
Yeah,
No,
Alex Jones told us about the cocaine.
He's off of the cocaine, but quite frankly, Joe Rogan is still on the cocaine, very much so.
Yes,
Sometimes you gotta open your eyes,
Joe's a good
Donald.
guy. Joe's a good interviewer, though. I think Michelle could learn something from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan listens to his guest, and he lets them speak. You know, he lets them speak, and they start talking, and they tell stories.
And they do a lot of drugs.
And they do a lot of drugs. Yes, sir.
They get on that show, and they do, quite frankly, all of the drugs.
Opening your eyes, Mr. Trump. Opening your eyes with the drugs.
Yes. When I got in there and I did my interview with Joe Rogan, he said, listen, Joe, we've been through a lot together. Would you like to do ayahuasca before the interview? I said, Joe, that sounds like a fantastic idea, but quite frankly, I don't think it would go very well.
Well, it might go well. We saw Aaron Rodgers having a nice experience with the ayahuasca down in South America, I think.
The interview went very, very well with Joe Rogan. I did not do the ayahuasca. Afterwards, we did the ayahuasca. Quite frankly, I lived about 3 lifetimes within 45 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how I became such a great president. I'm the best president now.
Very much so. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I voted for Jill Stein as a protest vote against dementia Joe Biden because I knew you would win, but I wanted to throw a protest into Joe Biden's, ridiculous campaign.
We love that. We love Jill. We love also Robert F. Kennedy. These are the type of people that, we throw them in there to try to keep people away from the truth. And the truth is it's a 2-party system. And none of those other people matter.
Yes, indeed. President Trump, what do you think of riffraff like Katroya J, pulling the wool over people like Michelle's eyes?
Okay, you mentioned 2 people there. You mentioned someone who pulls over wool, and I don't like people like that. Quite frankly, they're the worst people. And I don't want to associate at all with them. The other person you mentioned was Riff Raff. He's a terrible rapper, and now he thinks he's a country musician.
Yes, indeed, yes. Well, sir, I need to get into court. I need to get into court and chase.
Wonderful.
Yes, I have to chase some of the riffraff into work. I have a doctor's note releasing them to return to work tomorrow, and so I need to take care of some business. President Trump, thank you so much for your time, sir.
I salute you. You're a great American. Have a fantastic day.
Let me ask you a question now, Mr. Trump, because we know that originally you threatened Colombia with tariffs, and now because they wouldn't take back those people that we were sending back to them, and he said, "You know what? Tell you what, I'll send my own private plane and pick them up." I think that shows that you're able to get more done on yourself with the phone than you could going through the appropriate government channels.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't even pick up the phone and talk to them voice to voice. I just send them a text message. I can use the emojis very well, and quite frankly, I'm able to scare them with the emojis I send. I use the angry emoji. Sometimes I use the emoji of the bomb. Sometimes I use the emoji of the little gun, but it's green, so it's not that threatening. I only use that kind of like a fun little pew pew at my homies.
Hey, Donald.
Comedy
Yeah,
Flu
you gotta
has a
bring
question. Go ahead, Comedy Flu.
Are you gonna bring back free data for the people?
Free what?
Free data for the people.
Who is
free data? What do you mean
For
by
the
that,
people.
Comedy Flu?
free data for the people?
See, when Donald was first in office, he gave free data to the people.
Did I do that? What a
How did
terrible
you do that?
Yeah. Oh, with the ACP, he made sure there was free data for the people.
You mean under the Portability Connectivity Program?
Yeah. Donald, bring back
yes,
ACP.
the Portability Connectivity Program. Yes,
Bring back ACP, Donald. Bring back ACP.
Yes, we're going to be doing something very similar with Starlink.
The people need data. The people need data so everything can be recorded, Donald.
Exactly. We're working with Elon. I love Elon. He's got
If we want to make our engines smarter, we need the people to be connected, Donald.
Oh yes, we're going to be putting Starlink in, quite frankly, every city. The major cities will get it first.
Thank you very
we'll
much, Golden Girl. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Get CF off panel and he'll give you $5.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think you should be bought, Michelle.
Golden Girl says for $2, get Comedy Flu off the panel.
Michelle, I don't think you should be bought. And here's the other thing. That's not just adding $3. That means she needs to come with another $5. See, 2 plus 5 is 7.
I know.
Let's make a deal. $7 and Comedy Flu will fuck right off.
Give Michelle $7, I'll fuck off.
I think that's a fair deal. We love making deals.
That's a fair deal, everybody. $7 and I'll fuck off.
All right, I got a couple of questions I want to ask Tim, if I can. Mr. Trump, Bernie Sanders said the last time Social Security was really deeply looked into was the time of Richard Nixon in 1971, claiming within reasonably true, as Comedy Flu reminded us, that Social Security people recipients do not get enough money to cover basic needs. What are you going to do with Congress to address the issues that are affecting our seniors in the disabled community?
I think what I'm going to be doing is what I was telling you the other day, Michelle. I'm just going to send everybody a lot of money. And I'm going to say, here's some money. I'm sorry you don't have a lot of money. And here's some money, and hopefully you can do something with it.
Thank you, Donald. I only need 10 grand, Donald. Only need 10 grand.
10 grand on the way. See, it's easier like this. When I connect with the people, I can ask you exactly how much money you need, and then I just need to send you the money. It's fantastic. There we go. Goodbye, Comedy Flu.
Piss off,
Thank
CF.
you. Thank you, Golden Girl. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Well, Michelle, things have gotten a little bit sensual in here. It's just me and you.
Oh,
you guys, that wasn't $7. That was $5 more. That wasn't $7.
Comedy Flu, I know how to do arithmetic calculations. Thank you very much.
That wasn't $7.
Hold on, we have a bit of a debate going on.
She gave 2, and then she gave 5.
That's not $7 total.
2 plus 5.
That's addition. That's addition. She sees $7 and I'll fuck off. I said $7. I'll fuck off. I didn't see $7 at one time. I seen added. We're not doing addition.
All right. Okay.
We have a little bit of buyer's remorse going on there.
Okay, so let's get back to the main question. Okay, so how are we going to do the means testing? Because let's be honest here. Now, we already know about the so-called donut, which is, like Stan was mentioning earlier, the $174,000 is the cap at the current system for taxation for FICA taxes.
Michelle, I didn't understand a goddamn word you just said. It's way too early for this.
Okay, I'll
Trump
try
needs
to.
his coffee, Michelle.
That
Trump
was
needs
a
his
lot of
coffee.
big words. Quite frankly, I don't do any thinking until 9 p.m. You see me up at night tweeting all the time around midnight. That's because I really don't get going until about 9 o'clock.
Well, okay. So the point is that people are saying that people above a certain income bracket are not paying Social Security taxes. Okay.
Right. Okay, yes, I understand now.
So why aren't Congress actually having them pay the proper full share, just like everybody else, with no cap?
Well, that would be. Listen, I'm going to give it to you. No cap, no hizzy, right off the dome. Okay. These people, they all need to pay their fair share. Quite frankly, they're not paying enough. Some of them, some people are paying a little too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to take taxes away from everybody. No more taxes.
I'll try to ask him funny stuff. My problem is sometimes I'm not always very funny. Sorry. Okay. Let's see.
No more taxes.
What do you think about the Michelle Obama claim that her and Barack Obama have actually gone for divorce?
It doesn't matter. Their marriage was a sham. She was born a man. They don't have children together.
Okay. You're right. They didn't. I thought they did originally, but I guess I don't know where the kids came from.
She's hiding because she doesn't want this big thing to get out there into the media. She knows the media is very, very mean to the politicians. So she's hiding in Hawaii. Big Mike.
Okay.
She's doing the blue Hawaiian?
Nobody knows what she's doing in Hawaii. Quite frankly, the last time we heard from her, it was Kamala who went to visit her. And she said there was a lot of wine drinking going on. It was very terrible stuff.
So, okay. So she's kind of just basically wasting away in Margaritaville, basically.
She's decided to go down the wrong path. It's kind of like Macaulay Culkin or
Home Alone.
Home Alone 4.
Home Alone 4 with Donald Trump. With Donald Trump. Big Daddy Trump. Home Alone 4.
Listen, if they did a Home Alone 4 with Big Mike in Hawaii, I would probably make another cameo. That would be a very funny movie to see Michelle Obama.
Okay, I guess she wants to come up on panel. Hold on, Matt. Let me get around here.
Let's see who we have coming up.
Well, Gitzy, go ahead.
Gitzy, welcome in.
She comes up and she's silent.
Fantastic stuff. Silent but deadly. That's just like my friend Vladimir.
Oof, oof, Mr. Trump, President Trump, my goodness.
Oof,
Hello.
Mrs. Gitzy, hello, welcome indeed.
Oof. I mean, oof, I'm a Democrat and I'm feeling a little verklempt around you. My goodness. Oof.
I know.
She had to clean up the wet spot. That's what happened.
Ew. Mr. Trump, or President Trump, excuse me, I'm sorry, Michelle had been calling you Mr. Trump, and I want to let you know that is incredibly disrespectful, and we're very sorry for that. She gets confused since you guys are such good friends. She just calls you old Trumpy boy.
Exactly. It reminds me a lot of Joe Rogan and Elon and the boys, but quite frankly, it also reminds me
I didn't call him that.
It reminds me of other royalty. You know, Michelle is the Snow Queen. Many times when I talk to the Queen and the kings of different countries, they just call me Trump or Donald, like I'm a little boy.
I knew I couldn't do this.
They give me the little boy treatment, Gitzy. It's terrible.
I'm so sorry,
They
Mr.
act like Trump can't sit at the big
Mr.
boys
Trump.
table.
I really, I cannot come up and talk when you're here because I just, like I said, I get so starstruck. But I do have a very important question. I was watching the first press briefing yesterday, and by the way, beautiful young lady doing the press briefing, sir.
Thank you. We
I
found her on Craigslist.
I figured she's doing a great job. But listen, she did let us know that now you have opened up the official White House press briefing room to podcasters, to YouTubers, to anyone that wants to come and ask questions. I think that is such an amazing thing that you did, President Trump. I respect that, and I implore Michelle to try and get her White House correspondence badge.
It's going to be a fantastic thing. We're turning the White House press correspondent meetings into something quite similar to the Jerry Springer show. It is going to be marvelous. You guys are going to see network television make a big comeback because of this. There's going to be a lot of funny stuff going on.
Oh, God, I love you, Trump. Love you, sir.
And that's why I love you people, and this is why I invited you all to come to my show. I hope a lot of streamers come on there. They're very, very funny people.
I love that you are. So I saw Vivek on with Aiden, just like you had talked to Aiden Ross. I think that's just amazing that the President of the United States is just, wow.
Just out there kicking it, living my life, vida loca loca, or whatever they say.
Living the vida loca.
Living the vida of loca. Exactly. Thank you, Comedy Flu.
I love you, President Trump. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I won't take up any more of your valuable time. Michelle, you are so blessed to have such an amazing panelist. I will
Thank you.
talk with the president. This is wonderful, Michelle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, what's your favorite food in the White House?
My favorite food is McDonald's cheeseburgers. You can get literally anything delivered with Uber Eats these days. It's fantastic. I get McDonald's cheeseburgers delivered probably every hour on the hour since I've been here, and it's fantastic. They show up in like 3 minutes.
Donald, you forgot the personal chef makes your personal McDonald's in-house. How could you forget?
Well, it's not that he makes it in-house. What happens is they bring it from McDonald's. They
and
put
he
it on
sets
the
up
grill.
the kitchen. Yeah.
They spice it up a little bit for me.
Yeah.
They make it the way that I like it.
It's in-house Donald's. In-house Donald's.
Yeah,
Donald's
we're going to be expediting the whole thing back to the way I had it in 2016.
Yes, McDonald's will be back in the White House.
That's right. I had a McDonald's right there in the White House. We're going to get that back. I don't know if you saw, but Joe Biden replaced my beautiful McDonald's with a goddamn ice cream store. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
I went down there and I'm like, where the hell did my McDonald's go? I'm not joking about this either. You can go and give it a Google.
They took the Big Mac and McDonald's out of the White House, put up a fucking Cold House Dairy Stone. Go fuck yourself with your ice cream.
I'm not joking. There's a video on YouTube that demonstrates it beautifully. You can it's on YouTube. It's called Joe Biden's last bizarre video in the White House eating ice cream or something. And it gives you a tour of what he did to my beautiful McDonald's that I spent so much money building. You
Bring back the McDonald's, Donald. Bring back the McDonald's.
They only serve ice cream and milkshakes now. It's just terrible. I go down there all the time and I spit at them. I say, get out of here with your dirty ice cream and your milkshakes. Give me my McDonald's back. And they say, sorry, sir, we can't do McDonald's because we aren't trying to do McDonald's. He fired all those people. Joe Biden fired people that were working minimum wage at McDonald's inside the White House. Can you believe this?
What do you think of Wendy's?
Wendy's makes a okay burger. Their fries suck.
Their nuggets are fine, though. They're fine. Not as good as the golden nuggets.
The golden nuggets. Hold on. Wait. Golden Girl is counting down right now. What is she counting down to?
To my exiting. My exodus.
She's saying is she only wanted him to be on for a few minutes.
Oh dear.
So
The countdown.
why
She
don't you
said
make it
6
easy,
minutes.
Comedy Flu, and just quietly exit when you're ready before the calendar runs out of time, if you want to. You don't have to leave when she kicks
Don't
you out.
exit quietly, Comedy Flu. That's what I didn't do back in 2020.
Donald, you weren't supposed to exit quietly. You were supposed to stand up and step on their throat and take your presidents back. All right,
Exactly.
you were supposed to keep your McDonald's in the White House.
Exactly. Well, I didn't keep my McDonald's. Quit bringing it up. I'm very angry. I'm quite tempted to go down there right now and just yell at them and just say, "Get out of my White House with your dirty."
I want my McDonald's back in the White House.
A lot of things I can get done very quick. Columbia,
Donald,
we got that done in.
Donald, make the McRib great again. Make the McRib great again. The McRib sucks. It sucks.
All right. Okay. Gummy Flu, I'm actually going to send you on your merry way now because I want to talk to him a little bit. Okay? All right. So, what do you personally like? Do you like of the 3 pizza chains that are still, as far as I know, still around? We have Domino's. We have Pizza Hut's gone pretty much, which is a shame. Let's see. So you got Domino's, you got Papa Gino's, and you have, what's the third one? Well, I know there's some Pizza Hut, so I'll throw a Pizza Hut in here. What 3 pizza chains do you like? Domino's, Papa Gino's, or Pizza Hut? Or, yeah, we can throw in a 4th, Papa John's. Which of the 4 pizza chains do you like?
Well, quite frankly, there's one I like a little more than all of those. Could I tell you what it is, Michelle?
Go ahead.
It's one of the greatest. It's, quite frankly, my favorite. Little Caesars. They make a beautiful stuffed crust.
Okay.
We're going to be getting Little Caesars pizzas into every state in America.
That's not too many of those left anymore either. Little Caesars. I used to like the Little Caesars guy. Little Caesar guy. Pizza. Yeah, they used to have good pizza. They used to have one.
You're telling me that in your state you don't have Little Caesars anymore?
We used to. I heard Torrington closed.
Thank God. Now ask what Snacks likes after smoking up.
Oh, here we go. Golden Girl with the question and the $5. Thank you so much, Golden Girl.
Thank you, the donation. Much appreciated, Gold Girl.
What snacks do I like after smoking up? That's a fantastic question. If it's not my good old McDonald's, you know I love McDonald's. I like to sip a Diet Coke. Diet Coke is my favorite. I like it in the can. Diet Coke is the best beverage. Quite frankly, nothing beats a Diet Coke. And with my Diet Coke, one time I put Mentos in my Diet Coke. That was just a fun little experiment I did. It turned into a volcano. But my favorite snack to go with those, I like kale chips. It's just kale that's been baked in the oven a little bit, and they're very flaky. Melania makes them, and she's listening right now. And when she leaves the room, I'll tell you what. Okay, she's gone. Okay, I actually like Twinkies, Yoo-Hoos.
What do you think of? I don't know if you know anything about the soda brand. I know of a soda called Moxie. What do you think of Moxie?
I don't like Moxie. I like Faggo. I think the Juggalos have it right. They drink a delicious beverage. One of the best beverages that I've ever tasted.
Yeah. I know
Have you ever
Moxie's
drank
kind
a
of an acquired
Faggo,
taste.
Michelle?
No, I haven't had a Faggo, but I like I said, Moxie I know is the acquired taste. I like Moxie. It's like a sarsaparilla kind of, but a little bit stronger than a sarsaparilla.
Oh, I love sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla is one of my favorite beverages. It's kind of like a root beer, but a little bit sweeter. Just like you, Michelle, a little bit sweeter.
So, do you like Little Debbie's or do you like Hostess? I guess snack food cakes.
I'm gonna have to go with Hostess just mainly because of the Twinkie thing, but Little Debbie makes quite a good snack cake. She is a pungent little fella, isn't she?
Yeah,
She
I mean,
does make
it's
a
just that little.
chocolatey cake.
As far as I know, Hostess now, I believe, is made in Mexico. No, that's Oreos, Michelle. Oh, I don't really
Yeah,
know
you're
where.
thinking of the Oreo Hershey Company.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they moved right out of I believe they were in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, it was such a beautiful state for factories, booming business, and they all moved away overseas and down to Mexico. Listen, can I ask you a question now, Michelle? You've been asking me many questions, I think. As the Snow Queen, I would love to ask you a question.
Go ahead. Ask your question.
Melania hasn't been having sex with me since we gave birth to Baron together. It was a at-home birth, and it didn't go very well because the inflatable tub was punctured when she was delivering, and everything got everywhere. I mean, we had afterbirth going all down the stairs. It was terrible. Anyways, listen. How can I get back into Melania's pants?
Well,
What do you do to woo the woman?
Maybe the same way me and Lummy need to do is just, we need to take a couple days off between you and her, so you can kind of rekindle the flame, if you know what I'm saying. Because, like, I know you're busy running around being the president of the United States, but, I mean, even the president needs to take a chance to the first lady to have some one-on-one personal time, you know.
Very true. Listen, I'm going to take what you told me, and I'm going to combine it with what Chat's telling me. Chat is telling me that Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe I kind of stay away from Melania till Valentine's Day. Maybe I sleep on the couch until then, and then all of a sudden on Valentine's Day, Melania comes home. There's rose petals laid out everywhere, candles lit from floor to ceiling in the beautiful White House. And you know what? I haven't really tried since we got into the White House. Maybe that'll have an effect. And I'm going to be laying there eating a bowl of Campbell's Chunky with nothing but.
Speaking of the White House, I noticed that you kept the White House, your White House decor was set up pretty much the way it was in your first term.
Yes, a lot of gold.
A lot of gold and a lot of the same pieces of artwork.
Exactly. Yeah, I stole a lot of them from the White House. I kept them in Mar-a-Lago, and I said, when they came for the files, I said, you're not allowed to come and get my beautiful pieces of artwork and memorabilia. And they said, fine, you can keep all of that. So I said, you know, as a courtesy, because they were nice to me, I'll be nice to them. I brought it all back, and it's now here in the Oval Office. It looks really, really quite beautiful.
Yeah.
We just need to get that goddamn McDonald's back downstairs. I'm telling you. I don't know what Joe is thinking. All he eats is ice cream. I think it's all he can digest is ice cream.
I think Joe's brain is like an empty cave.
Well, I can't imagine. Listen, the guy told me one time, he said, Donald, ice cream is like a drink and a food in one. So you don't have to drink anything else and you don't have to eat anything else. You can just eat ice cream all day. It's a food that turns into a drink. And I said, Joe, you're absolutely retarded. Quite frankly, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, yeah, to a point. I mean, once ice cream melts, you can drink it, yes. And it is kind of a food. It's like a dessert. It's a dessert. Yeah. Now, what's your favorite kind of music? I guess we may as well ask that.
My favorite kind of music is rap music. I'm a big fan of Pop Smoke, R.I.P.
Okay. Never heard of that one.
He's a fantastic guy. He's from my city of New York. I love a lot of those guys in New York. I used to like a guy named Takashi Silk 69 or something like that, and his friend Little Pimp. But they turned out to be a bunch of snitches that were working for the FBI. So quite frankly, I don't like them anymore, and we sent them to jail.
What did you think of the artwork of Chris Bliss that Michelle showed yesterday on the show?
It was fantastic. I thought it was very, very nice. Someone in your chat just asked if I wear Speedos. I only wear Speedos, exclusively Speedos. How do you think I maintain such a beautiful tan line?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I never know how you maintain your lower anatomy. I just never really thought about it.
What did you just say?
Oh, never mind.
Wait, no, what did...
Well, closed caption said, "How do you think I maintain such a beautiful tan line?" I think it's probably Sal. I was thinking she was you're talking about your nether regions. Closed caption sometimes
talking about
can get
my
a little
nether regions.
confusing.
Yeah, they're very, very sensual, my nether regions.
I don't need to know that. That's none of my personal business. Trust me. Just
exactly. How big is it, Trump? That's a fantastic question.
Well, let's put it this way.
I can't wear
you have been very successful as a father. You have many children. You have been, you have a good family. That's all I need to know. And you got a good young wife named Melania, which is now our first lady in the White House, which, unlike Joe Biden and his carousels and his clown rooms, Melania has a lot better taste and decor.
Exactly. All of what you said, fantastic stuff. Now back to the question I was answering.
Thank you,
we have a
appreciate it. Another follower, thank you.
Oh, it's a follower. Thank you for following. That's so kind of you. Yes, now let's get back to my sensual nether regions. Quite frankly, I can't wear shorts in public.
Okay, I get why.
Why have we never seen Donald in shorts? Quite frankly, that's the answer to your question. It's a question to answer a question.
So, what do you think about the way social media is affecting our minds of our youth in the United States?
Wait, what about what's affecting the minds of the youth?
Yeah, how's it affecting? How do you feel about the way it's turning, especially the very youngest of the young, and people that can only have an attention span of about 30 seconds, for example?
Right. I think what we need to do is a little bit of cognitive training on these people. What we can do is we can just trap them all in a room and we can say, listen, this song, you're going to repeat it over and over and over and over. And you're going to listen to the lyrics and you're going to indulge in the lyrics and you're going to remember the lyrics. And this is going to cure all of their ADHD because quite frankly, they'll have no choice but to focus. And it's going to be fantastic stuff. Now, listen, back to the McDonald's. I want my McDonald's back in the White House within 25 minutes, or so help me God. If it takes me longer to get McDonald's back in the White House than it took me to take over Colombia, I'm going to be very angry.
Do you think in the future pressers are going to have to be something like Skippity Toilet? They're really short little pressers, less than 20 seconds each.
They're going to have to Skippity Toilet it all, Michelle. Very well said. I like your use of Skippity Toilet there. That was fantastic.
I mean, of course, Generation Millennial is going to be probably kind of frustrated. Generation X, which is my generation, is going to be even more frustrated. Generation Alpha
frustrated.
would probably be applauding when as they grow older, they're watching 30-second pressers.
Very funny, Michelle. Truly fantastic. And everybody, is really enjoying that you used Skibbity Toilet. That's a fantastic acronym.
Wouldn't that be interesting though if they actually had to listen to the show and then had to do a full term paper on all the content she's done over the last 14 years?
That would be hilarious.
Oh
that
my
would
God.
be very, very funny. Thank you for the donation, Galaxy Eyes.
What's your favorite condiment? I.e.,
What is Trump's favorite condiment?
Right.
Thank you so much, Galaxy Eyes, for the $2. What is my favorite condiment?
Thank you very much.
My favorite condiment would probably have to be mayo.
Mayo? Really?
I love mayo. Mayo is fantastic. Mayo is delicious, and nobody can tell me any different. Quite frankly, one time Melania told me that mayo is made out of eggs, and I said, Melania, I don't believe you. You're some sort of Spaniard. She doesn't know any better. Quite frankly, it's very sad, but I like mayo because it's not made of eggs, and it's very, very tasty.
Oh, my favorite condiment is nothing.
That's a wonderful answer, Michelle. Fantastic answer.
Yeah, Miss Ann says mayo. That would make sense.
I forgot about Chick-fil-A sauce. I didn't know that was an option. Oh, mayo or ranch? Oh, that's a tough one. Probably ranch. Listen, okay, mayo's off the counter. Chick-fil-A, if Chick-fil-A sauce is an option as condiment, then I choose Chick-fil-A sauce. But I'm not driving to Chick-fil-A every time I want to go get a condiment.
Thank you,
Golden Girl.
Do you dip your fries in mayo?
I only dip my sweet potato fries in mayo. And I only eat sweet potato fries when I'm dining out with Melania because she says, Donald, you look a fatty. And I say, listen, Melania, shut your goddamn mouth or you're sleeping in the shed. I can't do that anymore now that we're back in the White House.
Right.
Now she has her own bedroom and all of this bullshit. The First Lady's room. Some sort of a big girl.
I thought the White House got access to almost every food item you could think of because of your privileges. You could get almost anything.
Of course we do, but why would I send someone to... Actually, you know what, I very well could, Michelle, now that you mention it, I could send someone to Chick-fil-A every single time I wanted it. I am now going to send someone to Chick-fil-A every single time I want Chick-fil-A sauce, which will go with every meal that has meat.
So, what's your favorite kind of TV shows? What types of TV shows interest you the most?
Pornography.
Oh, okay.
Big fan of Stormy Daniels. Also, free my N-word, Ron Jeremy. He needs to get out of there. That's just terrible what they did to him.
Yeah. What are you going to do to Letitia James in New York? And she's still saying she wants to still basically put you in the presidential suite in Rikers.
Well, that's very, very interesting that Letitia James would say that she's a Democrat. She's also Afro-American, and I think she's a criminal. We're going to be looking into this immediately. I don't trust her whatsoever. Everything she says should be discredited until we do a full background information on the woman. I don't think that she is what she says she is.
I think she's got an axe to grind, if you ask me. I think it's more like revenge. Like she's mad at you, like you pissed on her cereal or something.
Well, listen, Michelle, I'm going to be pissing on a lot of people's cereal, and if they have a problem with it, then they can get lost because I do that pretty much every single day. I piss in a new person's cereal. I take the bowl, I say, give me the bowl of cereal, and then I just open upstream right into the bowl, and I piss in their bowl of cereal. And I say, deal with it. And they say, oh my God, he's actually pissing in a bowl of cereal. And then they do whatever I tell them because they think this guy's crazy. I'm not going to get him mad.
Well, I gotta admit that right now, I bet Jinping over there in China is probably think that you basically brought him an extra large container of tongue piss, put it in his cereal.
I have been sending containers of my urine to China every single day since 2017 when they said something not very nice about me when I was first president. And I will continue to send them urine until the day that I die. And that's just basically me saying, sorry, I can't be there. I hate your country. Never going to go to China. And here's my urine. If you could pour this directly into your cereal bowl and imagine me pissing into your cereal, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much. Signed, Donald J. Trump.
Well, again, it is kind of interesting to think about. The fact is that, yeah, I can see that, right? Yeah, here's a return on you. We're going to give you tariffs. Oh, but here's a gift from me.
Exactly. Are you going to give me tariffs? Here's a bottle of my urine.
Yeah.
That's what I do to the CCP. I hate the communists. They're terrible. I don't know how they still exist. Somehow the Chinese have been able to say, oh no, we're a different type of communism. We're totally different, and you should all trust us. And for some reason we did. Like, what the hell went on there? That's just the worst idea I've ever heard. There's no such thing as a different type of communism, folks. They're the worst of the worst.
So what are you going to do with all the sanctuary states that are saying to ICE that they won't help out ICE? What are you going to do about them? Is this related to the fact that you're cutting the funding also because they're sanctuary states and cities? Or I know it's
well,
not really
what I meant when I said that, Michelle, was not that we don't want their help, but we just we don't need their help at all. ICE has this completely under control. They are taking so many Mexicans away. It's fantastic stuff. I'm just telling them, no, we don't need your help. If you don't want to help, that's fine. We don't need it because, quite frankly, they're getting the job done.
Yeah.
It is fantastic stuff.
So what are you going to do with all the empty housing now that's going to be left over from when all those people are forced into, out? What about all the stuff and the possessions? So those are going to be rehabilitated into rentable housing for the homeless and the people in the United States who need it.
Exactly, Michelle. We're giving it to Americans. We're giving it to the veterans who have been abandoned by their own country. We're giving it to the homeless who have been abandoned by their healthcare system. And quite frankly, we're going to be giving it to Americans first. That's who we're giving it to. If we have room after those two, we'll find some more Americans. I'm sure that there's some in need that need a little bit of living, people living in their parents' basement, people living in their grandmother's attic.
What do you think of, what is the most embarrassing moment as president of the United States? Now, I'm thinking of, remember when Biden was in Atlanta and he farted in public? And everybody laughed at him? I was wondering what was your most embarrassing moment that you can remember.
Well, I'd like to go on a little trip through memory lane because, quite frankly, I don't have a lot of embarrassing moments, but I would like to bring up some other funny ones about Biden. When he fell off of his bike, when he fell running up the stairs, when he fell getting off a stage 3 times, when he fell getting onto a stage 2 times, when he sniffed 73 children on camera, Those are some funny moments. It reminds me of the Bush days, except it's like if Bush didn't do cocaine and he was a old man with Alzheimer's.
I don't get why we're sniffing kids. I never get that part.
Because he's a creepy old man with Alzheimer's. But moving on to my most embarrassing moment. My most embarrassing moment was letting Joe into office back in 2020 because leaving was the most embarrassing thing I ever did. I can't believe what I let happen by handing the country over to sleepy Joe Biden and dirty, dirty Kamala.
Yeah. What do you think of Kamala Harris?
She's a dirty son of a bitch and she's a wine drunk. I don't like her whatsoever.
Okay, so she's like a party girl, but not very bright.
She's kind of like a wine mommy. That's what they call them these days.
Yeah.
If you Google the Urban Dictionary definition of wine mommy, that's exactly what Kamala Harris is.
Okay. Elon Musk, what do you personally feel about Elon Musk and his dedication to his different projects he's doing?
Elon is a great guy. He's very smart. He's doing a lot of good stuff for us. But quite frankly, me and Alex Jones are convinced that Elon is a robot, and we sneak into his room late at night every time we can. He stays up very late. At first, we thought he was a vampire because we didn't think he slept, but now we know he sleeps, so we're convinced it's a robot. Now we go in there late at night. He's asleep on his bed. He's turned over, and we try to feel around his scalp for some sort of a portal into his brain where they would hold the battery that would control him, or some sort of a mother disk. We haven't been successful yet. Our big fingers, particularly Alex Jones' big sausage fingers, have been waking up Elon very quickly.
He's doing Elon
accused us
voice.
many times of groping him in his sleep, and we're like, Elon, no, we're trying to see if you're a robot. He's like, guys, I'm not a robot.
All right, well, let's see. They want to know if you can impersonate Elon Musk.
Well, I'm Donald J. Trump, so I don't really do impersonations, but I could try. Hold on. Here's my impersonation of Elon. Hello, my name is Elon Musk, and I'm a robot. Quite frankly, I'm probably a robot, if not an alien. That's my impression.
What do you think of earlier today when we were talking about Michelle's dedication to her research and stuff? And Carmen and I pointed out to Michelle that we really think she needs to get 8 hours of sleep in a day. But she pointed out that she likes to keep researching and stuffing as much information in her brain as she can.
I think what you need to do, Michelle, is you need to rest your brain. You need to say, brain, you need to rest. Rest now, brain. Go to sleep, brain. And you need to maybe sleep for 12, 14 hours and have a really long sleep. Recharge yourself and then get up and do a power 3-day ritual where you just don't go to sleep at all and you get as much information as you can and you drink a lot of coffee and you don't go to sleep. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Alex Jones does it. Joe Rogan does it.
Well, I know. Normally you've been pushing about 4 to 6 hours of sleep every night. In your last term.
Yeah, these days I just don't sleep at all. Listen, Alex Jones gives me so much stuff since I helped him out with the whole Sandy. What was it called? Sandy Hook or something? The terrible instance where these schools, I can't keep track of all these school names now that they're all being shut up.
Well, don't forget with Galaxy Girl or Galaxy Eyes, what goes on with the knowledge binge is the knowledge shits.
Oh, good one, Michelle. That was Bubbles. I'm sorry. He just kind of sits behind me. He won't leave.
Well, he's got to go somewhere, people.
Bubbles here. Come and say hi to Michelle. I know you love her. Hi there, Michelle. This is Bubbles from, well, I guess the White House now. Well, I've been staying here for quite a while. They got fucking heating in here, and they have all nice things. They even have windows in here. My shed doesn't have windows. So I think I might stay here. There's a lot of rooms here.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of weird, though. Sometimes Michelle does get the equivalent of the knowledge first, too. Yeah, there's a little piece of information that kind of quietly sneak out of Michelle's head when she's not thinking.
Michelle?
Michelle always says this, always drop a bit nugget here and there. Oh, did you know this? Did you know that? And like everybody's going like, what? It's true though. Oh, give me a break.
Oh my fucking god, that's hilarious, Michelle. You're making me laugh. You're making my tummy all giggly.
Oh, Michelle is a bit of a comedian in her own right too. Yeah.
Do the fart noise again, Michelle. Here, I want to do a fart this time. Here, you do the noise again. I'll fart. Do the noise, Michelle.
It's you though.
Do the noise. You have to do the sound effect.
Well, anyway, so the thing
Right,
is like I said to Michelle, is that yes, you do need to sleep more because if you don't, you're gonna
exactly
do the same
Michelle,
thing I did in August
again,
in 1955, and you're going to end up in a box.
Oh, exactly. That's exactly what I thought too, Michelle. Could you play the fart noise again, please?
I mean, Michelle's lucky; she's got two women that watch over her.
Very lucky. Michelle
plus
is actually one of the
people on her
luckiest people
YouTube
of all
channel.
time. Can you play the fart noise again, please, Michelle?
Sure, gladly.
Thank you. Oh, that one was squingy. Sounded a little wet there, didn't it? Oh my god.
That's heavy because I held the button down.
Holy fuck. Oh, Jesus, that one was full. That was ripe as hell, Michelle.
The worst kind of fart I could ever imagine is one that sounds like this.
Dear fucking God. I've heard one person in my lifetime make a fart that sounded like that, and it was a stripper named Candy down at the local strip joint. I don't know what
by the time you get that kind of fart, then you realize the toilet is going to need a serious plunger job.
Oh, a plunger job is right.
I mean,
oh my God, asshole that fucking sounds like that, Michelle. The plunger wouldn't even need to go in the toilet; it need to go inside of them because I don't. That sounds like a tunnel.
Yeah.
You need to hire a chimney sweep to come and clean you out every month.
Or more likely the plumber with a snake. Yeah.
Well, that's a little sexual, but you know, might as well.
Trust me, I've been known to drop a few explosions in the bathroom. Wow.
Oh my God!
Well, we don't need the data for that. We know.
Imagine. What's the biggest turd you've ever taken, Michelle?
Well, the biggest one I did was one. Oh my God! I never actually measured the weight of it, but it was pretty heavy.
Yeah, I'd say biggest I've ever done was about a 17-ouncer.
I did a 24 one time.
24-ouncer, yeah, that sounds about right. That's a big one, Michelle. Well done.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, fantastic. You should have taken a picture of it and framed it.
Pino!
Holy fuck, Michelle! Did you just poop yourself again? No. Oh, that was fantastic.
There you go, Miss Slings Out Warriors. Watch out for his mods. They kept deleting my comments for no reason. Really. I haven't been over to Slingshot Warriors recently.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about being down here in Washington, D.C. is they don't have any dressed all over chips like we do up in Canada.
What do you mean?
Oh, I can't find any down here. I say, I need some dressed all over chips or some zesty Mortons, and they say, we don't have any of those down here. Those are Canadian chips.
Oh.
I say, oh, yeah. I say, I'm from Sunnyvale Trailer Park. I need my chips.
You're talking about like a dip, like with a dressing, dip like a ranch dressing?
They're pre-salted. Like they've got the seasoning on them. Dressed all over we have.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. One time, Melania thought she had the world record for a poop, and it turned out it was just another miscarriage.
Well, I will just say one thing
I shouldn't have said that. Trump told me that in secrecy. I'm sorry, Trump. Give me the phone back. Listen, everything Bubbles was saying was bullshit. Melania and I are not still trying for a baby.
So what's your plans for today? I mean, what are you doing this after the show?
After your show, Michelle, I think as soon as I hang up the phone here, I'm going to be going downstairs to Joe Biden's silly little ice cream parlor, and I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to line them all up. I'm going to say, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. And I'm going to skip one of them. I'm going to say, like,
actually, Michelle likes ice cream too. So, but
yeah, but McDonald's serves beautiful ice cream, and I'm going to be getting rid of these stupid ice cream parlor that Joe Biden installed, and I'm going to be bringing back McDonald's right here on the second floor of the White House. So
well, you know, ice cream that Michelle likes is something called 80s slow churned vanilla ice cream.
Fantastic stuff. Listen, before I kick these people out and I fire them, come get some ice cream. It's on the house. But, Michelle, I got to go. I got a lot of people to fire, and I need to bring back a lot of McDonald's to the White House. So I salute you, Michelle, and I salute the chat. I will see you guys next time. Thank you
very much for being here, Mr. President.
Have a fantastic day, Michelle. Have a fantastic day, chat. I salute you.
Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. That was interesting, though, when you were talking about people when you do the data binging, you realize that there's obviously an outcome of your data binging that's going to make everybody laugh because it's true. Yeah, there is. It is true, though. After all, you sometimes have to take a data shit. I can tolerate so much crap before I basically have to do the equipment to go into the toilet and drop a big load of garbage I've been reading on the internet because it just gets to be ridiculous. And, you know, maybe we do. Carmen's right about this. Maybe we do need to take more time off for personal things because YouTube, anyway, doesn't really seem to like the morning shows as much as they used to. It's not that much help. Remember what the original morning shows were created for? It was at the time of the Big C. Yeah. Well, the Big C is over, so there's no reason why you need to do the show like you do every morning anymore. It just isn't needed. It's true. It's not. But that doesn't mean you should stop doing them completely. But rather, I think you should continue to still do the videos. And maybe one show a day. You know, once in a while. You know, pick a time, randomly pick a time to see the channel grow. I like to see the channel grow, but I don't want to see you burn yourself out either. Because that sucks. Yeah. if you can get a decent night's sleep or day's sleep, whatever the case is, you'll be fresh and revived with new ideas. As I said, don't do what I did. Don't burn yourself out. It would burn the candle in the middle and then both ends at the same time. Well, you won't have a candle. Well, it's true. I remember what you looked like in USO at the time of, I think it was Korea. You looked like hell. I did. We don't want to see you becoming that. True. Well, so let's see if we can plan that for next week, is plan a new schedule that works better for Michelle. Maybe twice a week with the live stream morning show, and then maybe, I don't know, the other days when, or maybe 3 days, and then just take Tuesday and Thursdays off. And what about Sunday? You already got Sunday off, so that's no problem. Oh. But you don't. But you have to remember that you and Michelle share the same flesh, so therefore, your essence, the body still does that job of your show. Yeah, but my show's a little bit lower impact than Michelle's. It's only once a week. That's true. That said, I was cleaning a kernel and came running for my phone so fast. Oh, cleaning a kennel. Oh, he's not. Well, we'll see what we can do for next week, guys. I do kind of agree that maybe Tuesday, Thursdays for a morning show, and then maybe Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for chance to chill out. Because, I do get burned out. And don't forget, usually on Tuesdays anyway, you normally do appointments and things, and Fridays. So we'll have to decide if it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. I don't know what's going to be yet. I'll figure it out. But everybody, thank you for being on the show today. I do know the way YouTube is going to work with the show. I already know that. But it was a good show. And don't forget, on February 16th on Kick, Chris Bliss will be on Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610.
Oh, yeah!
And that's going to be fun. It's going to be a great show, I think. And don't forget that we still have to figure out what you're going to do with the portrait streams. We're going to do one today, but yeah, we're going to do one today or maybe one later tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Figure it out. Alright, guys. So you all have a nice night. May you all keep it safe, healthy, and strong. And may all of you remember, obey your body. If you sleep when you're tired, you're awake when you're awake. But always be excellent to yourself. Absolutely. Alright, guys. See you all tomorrow, because we'll see about putting a schedule together for next week, not this week. We're gonna finish this week off. So for now, bye, guys. Bye.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way, twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control.